What up, everybody? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee. You already knew that, but what you didn't know about, I bet, is a new distribution company called Two Lost Distribution. They're the most technologically advanced distributor in the world. They distribute your music to more stores than any distributor out there, and they only charge you $3 a month. Yep, $3 a month. And they don't charge you any money to collect your royalties, so you get 100% of your royalties. Y'all know how some of them distribution companies be asking for, it's distribute with us, but they take 20%. These guys don't take any of that. They charge $3 a month to distribute all your music. And if you use the code GODS, which is on the bottom of the screen, when you add your discount code, you get 3 months free. So if you're looking for distribution, you need distribution, you're looking for the best distribution company to work with, Two Lost is the fastest growing distribution company out there. Mess with them. Tell them Ray sent you. You're going to get some money off.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tamara, aka Girl from Harlem.
This your boy from Queens, Jack Dance.
This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee. And this is the God Show. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And today, guys, this is probably my most important interview I've ever done. Nah. I want you to read the book. That's why, because if you read the book, you're going to be like, I get it now.
Okay.
Because I wasn't supposed to be here, but when I was coming up, young Ray Daniels, I always tell my team the stories of me running around New York. This is the guy I ran into that was basically like, I'm gonna help you if you get your shit together. I got my shit together. Driving to New York to playing music for him to tell me, that's not it, fam. Like, what are you wasting my time for? Meanwhile, I'm like, I gotta drive 13 hours back home
go back
on a broken heart. On a broken heart, but I want everybody to give it up for like my GOAT. The dude that put me in the game, the dude that gave me an opportunity to feed my family and actually helped me feed my family. So he means way more to me than anybody that ever said on this couch. I wouldn't be here without him. He's the monster I became. I learned from him. It's my first teacher in the business. So everybody give it up for the legendary Derek D. Angeletti. My brother.
Thank you.
And before we start, I want to shout out our sponsors. Shout out to Two Lost. If you're looking for distribution, if you're looking to be in the music business, if you're looking for an advance, if you're looking to do anything, go holler at those guys at Two Lost. I'm telling you, like, the day I met them, they offered me some money, and we in business now. So if you're looking for distribution, Two Lost. Shout out to Toten Carry. Shout out to Yoko Baka, and shout out to all the people that watch the show, subscribe, like, share. Let's get to it, guys. So let's go, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
D-Dot. So first of all, D-Dot, welcome. And I'm gonna tell you something funny. I know so much about him. I think that he doesn't know how much I know about him, because in his mind, I was just probably one of the young dudes around him. But this dude, when he called me, I don't care what I was doing, y'all. I'm answering the phone. I'll be in church. God, this the blessed calling. God, this is the blessed calling. This dude taught me everything. He would light me up, guys. Like, I got footage I can show all of y'all of him cursing me out because he told me to go get something. You remember that? You told me, you said, yo, Ray, go get me some paperwork for me and you. We was having the A&R meeting. And you was like, yo, Ray, go get some paperwork. Get the shit written down. So I came back with 2 for me and you. So then you was like, what the fuck is me and you? It's 7 of us in this room. Only me and you need to know. And I was like, nah, I'm saying, but you say go get some. And then knowledge says, yo, Ray, he wants you to get enough for everybody in the room. And I was like, I was a little asshole. I was a little arrogant by this time. I'm like, man, could you mind your fucking business? I got this. And then D-Dot was like, Ray, go get the paperwork. So when I left the room, D-Dot was like, who the fuck does he think he is? On the camera. This nigga don't know. I don't give a one. He ain't the big executive Ray Daniels he thinks he is. He gonna go do what I tell him to do. So, man, I got so many of those stories, man. But Tamir, you can ask the questions. Y'all could go ahead.
All right. Well, congratulations in order. You got some dope projects out right now. You just released. I'm from New York, so of course I love the fact that to be specific. So tell me about putting out that Black Rob project, and like, what did you expect from it? Like, was it hard trying to do a project for somebody that kind of already passed, and did you have like some pressure on you, and how'd you deal with it?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, shout out to love RP to BR. BR was me and BR was like kindred spirits. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so his death kind of took a toll on all of us because he didn't really get a chance to. Well, he got his chance, but we was hoping he'd get more chances to let the world know his gift. So sitting on all this music, because I consider myself a real A&R and a real producer, real manager. So I'm hands on. So I had a lot of music for Chavez Deluxe from Philly. He's a producer, and you know he's a hip hop head to the core. So I just said, let me do this album, and it was hard because he's not here. So
Right.
I put vocals over things and shit. You know, trying to figure out choruses and all that. Wishing he was here, but then I reached out to all my friends and people that love Rob, and they came through. You know, Faith, Stevie, Black Thought.
Fire.
I want to shout out some people real quick that I didn't shout out from other places. Cali Rex always showed us love. My man Don P from Queens, producer, LNX Music, the unsung hero of the album that didn't get a lot of love. You know, those type of people. Nakia Gold, Blake Winters. I had all the big guys. Ron Lawrence came through from Big Brother Ron, Nasheem Myrie, Carlos Brody, Buck Wild, Sean C and LV came through with Riz and Yogi, Smoke Dizza. So it was hard, but it was a labor of love.
That's dope.
I love Black Rob. He loved me. He loved hip hop. And in his 50th birthday or anniversary of hip hop, I felt like I needed to at least get it in there and put it amongst the other projects. I'm super proud of it. And it's also a calling card for me. Like, let's not forget what D-Dot does.
That was a good one.
Like, you know, ready to tell you, I'm a semi-humble dude.
Too humble if you ask me.
Well, I want to go back to the beginning when y'all ready. I want to know about when you first met Ray. I want to hear about that.
But when the lights was on, I took my own horn because the stats are there. I'm not making shit up. And, you know, there's stories like this Ray Daniels story that I'm sure the world has heard from him in different places, but us sitting together, this is a first in years.
And I want people to understand who he is to me. He gave me the opportunity. Like I was an Atlanta guy running around New York, and he embraced me. And when I fell out with the guys who I was with originally, I called him like, yo, those guys, Banja and them, we not with them no more. Do you still? He was like, man, fam, I fuck with you anyway. Like, come on. So I literally, like, he was like, all you got to do is this.
They were, I guess, assuming they were a little bit more organized than he was. And I think
Yeah, they yeah.
I was probably doing more business with them, but he was the communicator. That I, you know, so it was like, and you know, he a September dude, I believe.
Just December 19th. Yep.
Virgo's in Leo, you know what I'm saying?
Virgo-
So I was like, yo, hold on.
Don't get him started.
But you know, you could smell the hunger. You could smell it. They're coming from Atlanta, and the artist that bonded us knew who I was and was like,
They go D-Dot.
that dude.
And I ran up on him with a CD. I remember you had on a black velour Sean John sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I never forget. I was like, yo, Dot, you did that, right? He's like, yeah. And then he look at me. He's like, yeah, I man, just check my artist out. He called back 6 months later, by the way.
No way.
6 months later, he called back. Like, I was listening to it. This kid is dope.
No,
How
I'm
do you
trying to
not lose samples and DVDs back then? Like, there's no way I would still.
Well,
have it.
everybody was listening to music in their car, but plus the one thing we did with Noah was his face was big on the screen. So it was
Marketing.
so on the CD cover, you actually saw his face.
Okay.
That was intentional. On
And
you
then he
guys'
called
part.
the number one. That was why I fell out with Bonja and them. I never
Yeah,
told you.
that-
this. I
yeah.
fell out with them because I was doing all the work, but they didn't want my name on the CD. So like they like, yeah, you know, oh yeah, 2 days ago we spoke to D-Dot. We'll meet with him on Wednesday. You're coming? I'm like, D-Dot, who I gave him the CD? I gave him the CD. I should be there. So it was kind of like they wanted to kind of keep me. That's why everybody who work with me, I'm always like bigging y'all up because they wanted to keep me kind of like you sit in the
back.
corner while we do the business.
That's why you got an open door policy.
Yeah, and that's why he didn't allow that. He was like, nah, fuck that. So when he came, he told me, he was like, yo, all I need you to do is get the music right. And I would be times where I
And
thought
get
I had
focused.
Yes.
Get focused.
But it was one thing D-Dot did that to me was the most important thing that he doesn't know that I want to make sure is that D-Dot made sure that whoever was important in the city of Atlanta, that they knew me.
Okay.
So like he would come to Atlanta and be with Jermaine Dupri and be like, by the way, this my man. Mind you, me and Jermaine Dupri from College Park, but he was one like, this my man, look out for him.
Right.
I remember I was in the middle of a deal. He was like, what kind of car you driving? Now you need, he literally groomed me. Like he was like, I would call him sometimes, this is funny joke, I would be like, man, stop ordering food where you can't eat with a fork and knife. You remember that?
Yeah. They would go and get let me get a number 9 or number 3. You know?
Yes.
I'm like, yo, stop.
Say, stop
Come
doing that.
on, man. I like spilling shit on my shirt. I like cutting.
Yeah.
Get that mentality in your mind. Not the fast food ain't cool.
Yeah.
I'm not disrespecting fast
He's like,
food.
stop ordering fast
But
food.
I understand they had no money. But I wanted them mindset to understand that, you know, put in that work, we can be ordering. Excuse me, can I take your? Yeah, let me have an. I want an appetizer and shit. I want some seltzer water or whatever.
There's some
Bottled
injustices
water,
out here,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So he
You
would
know
get
what
on
I'm
my,
saying?
he would get on me about all those things.
Yeah.
But the thing about Dot was that he wasn't. I couldn't believe he wasn't arrogant because
Appreciate that.
the nigga knew everything. Like he would tell me most important part of the songs is the first 4 bars, and he would recite Biggie lines like think about your Biggie songs. And then I'm like, damn, so that's why I pay so much attention to the beginning of the record, because he taught us that. And then I remember I took Noah, made 2 songs called Mission to Listen and
Mission
$1
to
Million
Listen.
Mission from the $1 Million Mission in the A.
Yeah.
And I drove to New York because you couldn't tell me that these weren't smashes. I'll never forget, that was the first time I met New Edition. And
Oh.
Puff was in the studio. It was like, you gotta understand some guys. I'm walking in Daddy's house and you just seeing everybody you see on
Crazy.
TV just all around.
And they not paying you no
And they pay no
motherfucking
mind.
attention.
It's
They
like,
pay
yo,
you
what
no
up?
motherfucking- What up? How you doing?
I remember I
bro?
walked in the room. He was like, "Yo, Ronnie, this is my man Ray," and I know who y'all are. You know, I know they are, nigga. So I would drive and he would listen to the music and he'd be like, "Yo, who is he, fam?" I'm like, "Well, he's this." He say, "Can't be those things," and he always gave me the confidence to be Ray, and that shit is important to me now
important.
because when you ain't getting embraced in your own home city. Right? Like niggas like Jermaine, they didn't fuck with me. Like I don't know why. Maybe because I wasn't in the room. Maybe because I wasn't. I don't know. But he did, and he made sure Biddy, Los,
Los,
JD,
Biddy.
everybody.
I saw Biddy the other night.
Yeah, he
too.
made
Shout
sure
out Biddy.
everybody. Like he would be with them. Like yo, take Ray with y'all when y'all go to the clubs. Let because he knew I was out here by myself.
Right.
That's
Don
the big shit.
Cannon.
Yeah, Cannon.
Don Cannon.
Everybody he introduced me to.
What's the producer I love? Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yes,
He just did a show. We just dropped the
Yeah,
show.
Bangladesh.
Sweet,
Shout out to
yeah.
Bangladesh.
So me and Chandre talking, and I'm like, yo, remember that's who he is.
Chandre.
That's him. His name was Chandre.
Yeah,
like,
Chandre,
yeah.
Bangladesh. I put 2 and 2 together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chandre. I still got music and say Chandre on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love it. Wow. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Let me ask you a question, cause
You ain't got to say that.
like we was
Ask
talking,
me, just
right,
ask,
right.
yeah.
Like we was talking
So I learned
earlier.
it from. My favorite thing I tell them, why y'all starting at 5 to count down? 5. Just start at 3 nigga. We don't need those extra 2 seconds. See what I learned it from? Go ahead, T.
We was talking earlier, and like I was saying, like early part of my career being with Rob, and with Black Rob and Dap and
Shout out Raheem.
yeah,
Raheem, yeah.
definitely. Where would you rank, or how important would you say Rob was to Bad Boy's success?
6 man of the year. And then when Biggie died, he had to step up to the starting 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was 6 man of the year. He wasn't ready for primetime. Rob was signed before the Locks and Mace, but he wasn't ready for primetime because his team wasn't ready. See, and I told him this too. I don't know if you remember, but part of my schooling was L.A. Reid, Clive Davis, and God bless Gamble and Huff, Mr. Gamble, Mr. Huff, Hawk Islam, different people, Gregory Peck, some of the OGs, M. Tume. And they always say, we don't care if you're walking with Whitney Houston. If she got homeboy management, homeboy lawyer, she ain't gonna make it. And 9 times out of 10, and we don't want that here. So Rob didn't have the other elements that make CEOs and A&Rs want to put effort into you. So from the outside looking in, the other players were ready. So that was the pecking order. Big, then Puff squeezed his album in, then Mace the Locks, and then we get into our 6 man of the year. You know what I'm saying? And when he dropped, the timing was perfect because to me, he was the next best storyteller of the camp. So that was his lane to fill for Big. So
Definitely.
Big's not here. So for me, I'm Dean Smith. I got the best starting 5 from A to Z. I can make any record I want. I got the chicks, I got the dudes, I got the stories, I got the thugs, I got the criminals. Any type of record we want to make, I got in them 5, Mace, the Locks, and BR. Because you know what Mace was, we was, you know,
Having a
Party.
time.
yeah, and then
Rob shit was grimy.
and then the Locks and Black Rob secured everything else.
That makes sense.
That's
So
hard.
that's hard. So for me, you know, BR fit right in because the timing couldn't have been perfect, more perfect for him. And then all 5 of us musically, our ears were all in sync. It was like, you know, one coming together. So when we got in the rooms, it was hard, but they knew the goal and the mission. What's y'all say now? People understand the
That's not
mission.
they understood this assignment.
They understand the assignment. Yeah, they understand the assignment. Yeah, so everybody understood the assignment.
So is it safe to say he kind of saved Bad Boy after Biggie died? So nobody saved
It
him.
was, we still had the dude who was there who
Puff.
pulling the strings. Yeah. I think what it is passing the baton.
Okay.
And keeping, just in any race, if the second leg passes the baton to the third leg late, then we might lose. So what they did is their job. Keep the shit, pass the baton right, so that third leg can go, and we can get to that anchor and get to this goal.
But when you name the other four people, the Locks, Mace, Diddy, Black Rob isn't as big as those other names. What do you think kind of prevented that? I know you say he wasn't ready, but at that point, we kind of got to force people to get ready.
Yeah. It probably had to do a lot with him and the positions that he was in, management, how he presented himself. Out of the five, he probably presented himself the most street, the most hood, and Rob was really going in and out of jail.
How do you
He,
think?
and he was the most, and he was, and from what I remember, he was the most regular.
Right, yeah.
Like what I'm saying is like, so you gotta understand something. We was like hanger-ons of D-Dots. So we wasn't Bad Boy, but you was able to be in the room.
Yeah.
And when you're in the room, you kind of get to know who the players that are here and who the players that, so like, you seen Rob. Like, Rob was like D-Dot's protege. So that's why when he dropped the album, I was like, that's dope, because D-Dot and Rob was like this. That's who I saw around. I didn't see the rest of them.
Yeah. So I think he didn't get that because Rob was really in and out of them jails. 4 years here, 6 months here, 9 months there, a year here during my whole tenure with him. Like, he's living that real street life. So that's why it was hard to get the full love from the label, because even when we dropped the second album, the second Bad Boy album, he had just came home. That's why I got a verse on the new album. I said this on the Kid Capri record with Rob. First line is, I couldn't wait to get home. Because he got a book of rhymes in there. He's tired of playing basketball on the yard all day and spitting, trying to be funny. He want to get that shit out. So his first line is, I couldn't wait to get home. You know what I'm saying? And that was my whole career with him. So that's probably another reason why he didn't get to do what they did and get our efforts the same way. You know what I
How
mean?
were you able to get it to be on Crazy Cat,
To get what?
the album, Black Rob album? Because obviously they probably old masters. Like,
Yeah. I own those records.
okay, got you.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't have anything to do with Rob's overall masters. I own those records, so that's how I was able to do that. You know?
Got it.
Yeah. Appreciate that question. That's a good
Yeah,
education for people
I saw
out there.
Crazy Cat catalog, and I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
I didn't
That's a
know
really
how he
good
was
one.
able to
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
that
Definitely.
posthumous death.
You talk about storytelling and rap a lot. Now, do you think that kind of dynamic is what's missing from rap right now? Or do any rappers that you think are good storytellers right now?
I mean, I couldn't tell you who the storytellers are now. I could tell you who I like. I like Cole. I like Kendrick. I like that young boy that was supposed to be YBN, Corday. I was trying to get with him. Some of these newer guys, I don't think they care about the type of stories that we care about, meaning their stories are their stories. One thing I don't do is knock no new generation for what they do. We had our moment. Our parents had their moment. It's their moment.
Now, one thing I really appreciate about you is you took ownership of, you're probably one of the older people that were like, we did bad. We allowed bad rappers to come in and we told them they were good.
You saw that.
I did. See that. So I appreciate that, because you don't hear that a lot coming from that generation. There's not a lot of ownership in saying, you know what, we kind of let these guys sneak in. So I appreciate that.
I mean, just in our era, we know some guys rap because it was opportunity. And so when you're a young kid seeing that, you can easily say, well, shit, if they could do it, I could do it. And then all of a sudden computers come around and this new way of making beats, and now more people are saying if they can do it, then I can do it. Then I'm getting calls from, girls I went to high school with or college with say, my son is trying to make beats. How old is he? 9. You know what I'm saying? Because he got everything right there. And he can do it on the floor. He can do it right there. And I'm like, what you want me to do?
That's the question.
So, again, I think that we didn't ruin it, but I think we added on a dimension of filtering that does no longer happen anymore.
Well, you had to have money to do shit back then. Because I remember I had an MPC, but we had took it from the Hit Factory.
From the rentals.
Right?
Yeah,
No,
the
we
rental.
didn't rent it. Like
He said he took it.
You just
told
you
yourself.
just told yourself. We should probably cut that out, fam.
nah, it's a little good.
So,
Let's do that again. Yeah, like you just let's not do that because the person might still be there. So that's the
That's
one.
who stole
That's who stole that one. And you
And they
owe
gonna
us
be on that
$685. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, but so it was hard because I remember my graduation gift was a Triton. That shit was fucking $3,000.
Yeah. So you paid for that one.
Definitely,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Sam Ash all the way.
Say
for the
that. Yeah.
Triton.
Say that. Yeah.
And then the MP we borrowed that.
Okay. Yeah. We
All
borrowed
the
that.
little we had the floppy disk with all the sounds and shit
Yeah,
on
but
it.
now you don't need all
Yeah.
that.
I
Now
want
you
to ask
guys
you a
open
question.
up your laptop.
Dow, how did you learn A&R? Because you got to understand. At this point, we was working together 20 years ago. I was starting. At
Right.
this point,
Damn.
yeah, 2000. Noah signed his deal
Tell them that we got our check. When did we get our check?
December 24th, 2004.
December
you
24th.
better tell him.
2004.
Next year
December
it'll be 20, yeah.
24th.
By the way, he took care of me. He I want y'all to understand. He did the most solid thing in history because I was doing all the work and he knew it. By the way, this is the part I put in the book. But
Okay.
I was doing all the work and he knew it. Like I was the one driving to New York. We
He
knew.
in the picking the beats in
Yeah.
the studio,
Yeah,
booking
like-
studio
like-
time,
yeah.
helping with this, telling this artist to sing
So
here.
I'm doing all of this. So he's like, go. All he would just say it, and I heard it, and I would run. Like, all you gotta do is this. Oh, that's all. That's how I go. I got it. So I was in the middle of doing a deal. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and now here come the check time. And I'm like, all right, cool. So D-Dot, he doesn't even know. I want y'all to know the name Radar came from D-Dot.
Yeah.
No.
No,
I
because
did.
D-Dot said, because I called D-Dot and I was like, Noah didn't. He told me, he says, time to get paperwork with Noah.
So wait, so for all y'all out there that don't know, listen, man, please, like my catalog is ill, and the catalog don't mean only beats.
Yeah,
It
I'm
means
a part of your catalog.
you're a part of
I
my
am.
catalog. You're part of my tree branches, and I'm a part of other people's branches. And I mean, other people's trees. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to tell people that.
Exactly.
Go.
He so he tells me now. So I'm hustling now. We 2 years in because we met 2003. So we about 2 years in. Noah's finally signed the deal. So it's like December. He's like, Ray, it's time to get your paperwork done. I'm like, paperwork? He's like, yeah. You got a company, don't you? I'm like, no, I don't have no company. And he was like, you got to get a company, fam. You got to get your paperwork together. So I go to Noah, and then Noah's mom steps in and was like, he ain't signing nothing with you. And I never forget. I did all this work, and I go to the car, and I called D-Dot, and I want to cry.
Is there a reason why she said no? Like,
Because she was
that's
basically
sad.
like, you a new manager. Why would my son give you 20%?
And
Like,
you did all the work.
but he was living with me though. So it was kind of like, mom, you know how this shit is. It's the shit that happens in
just
our
didn't
community.
know.
She
She
just
really
didn't know.
didn't
She
know.
did what a mother was
She
supposed
did
to
what
do.
mother's supposed to do, yeah.
But mom, so then I called D-Dot. I was like, bro, Noah ain't gonna sign paperwork with me. He bust out laughing. And he was like, but it wasn't a bad thing. He was like, it wasn't like, ha at you. It was more like, man.
What you
And
want?
I never forget, he said, welcome to the music business. He said, you don't get in the music business till you get your heart broke. Now that your heart's broke, and then he took care of me. And he gave me half his check. He did not have to do
That's
that, by the
gangster.
way. Nah, nigga, I want
I
y'all to
got
understand
goosebumps.
something. He gave me half his check because Noah didn't want to give me nothing. And by the
We
way,
got a check on
by the-
December 24th.
December 24th. By the way, it's something very important. My check with Noah would have been 10,000. My check with D-Dot was 37,000.
Right.
So Noah mom telling me no kind of was my blessing because now D-Dot
You got
was like, he
more
gonna
than
have the
what
money
you was
for me.
even supposed to get.
So he gave me half the money, and then from that point forward, like we was locked in. And but the point is that he didn't have to do that. It was his deal, but he saw me and all the work I was doing and took care of me.
Wow.
So that's why when sometimes I'm around, I'm like, man, you gotta just do the work and not worry about the outcome. Because God knows that I just was like, man, I'm about to get 10,000. I was broke. 37,000. And he said, and I'll never forget, he said, you ain't, I'm sending you your money. How much? Because he knew I was broke. He said, I'm gonna send you 5,000 cash.
Yeah.
But I'm writing the check to Radar. I didn't even have Radar registered. Radar wasn't even a company. He was like, you need a company, call that shit Radar. Like something like Ray Daniels did A&R. Like, and I was like, all right, cool. I just did what he told me to do. And I registered Radar and he sent the check. But I didn't get my money until January because I didn't have bank accounts. I have nothing. I
Just set it up.
Nigga, I borrowed money from a chick to register my company. I was fucked up. But he took care of me. And to me, that is the boost that I needed to become who I became.
Wow.
And in 2000, that's you come out.
Yeah,
It's
big
one more
clap.
thing. It's
Brooklyn
one more
style,
story.
baby. That's
It's one more
Brooklyn
story.
style.
What part of Brooklyn you from?
One more story I'm gonna tell y'all. So D-Dot,
Okay.
so now Noah's about to get dropped because Noah was going through his issues. Noah about to get dropped. So now I'm like, Dot, I don't know what to do. By the way, he's the only person I know. So I don't give a fuck what's going on in life. I'm calling him first. I said, I don't know what to do. And then I met this dude named Dollar Bill. And I go to D-Dot and I say, Dot, I got this dude down here. He just got a lawsuit. He want to be in the music business. He was obsessed with Biggie. And I was like, Dot, man, I'm running with him, but I see it. Like, can you help me get? And Dot was like, put him on the phone with me. So I'm like, Dot, I just need $3,000 a month. Give me $3,000 a month, nigga. We good. He was like, cool. Get on the phone with him. You know, D-Dot do his thing, baby. He already know. He tapped the fuck in. Oh, I heard you like big, baby. I love big. He was like, yo, so look, I'm gonna work with you, but on one condition. I heard you got nice cars. He's like, yeah. I need you to get Ray one. Mind you, I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? Nigga, I said $3,000 a month. And he was like, oh yeah, by the way, I need you to cut Ray a check for $100,000. I'll never forget. I said,
That's not the plan.
he was like, I need you to cut him a check for $100,000. I need you to give him a studio, and I need you to give money for a studio.
No.
Yeah, D-Dot got that man to give me $300,000.
Get the fuck
And
out
all I
of
want
here.
is $3,000. That's the importance of when I tell y'all about including. I could have easily said, this is a money nigga. Let me do this on my own. And then the crazy part is after he gave us the money, 2 months later, he went to jail.
No.
Yeah.
This story just keeps.
So that's how I met. That's how I started managing Tehran.
Tehran.
Because D-Dot got me a studio for Noah, and Noah wasn't showing up, so Tehran would show up.
And you still had the
Yo, he
studio.
ill, by the way. He ill, huh?
And you still got this. Well, you still had the studio
Tehran
when
would
he got
show
locked
up,
up.
and then Tehran would stay the night at the studio. He taught himself how to record. He would write hooks, so he would be in the studio working every day. And then that's how I started managing those
Shout
guys.
out to Dollar.
Wow, that's really crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't even
nigga,
tell
what
us
nigga,
that.
deep nigga? I always tell people he got me through 2005 and 2006.
You did. I
Because
have a-
2007, that's when Rock City did their 1.5 million deal, and I ain't look
And
back.
then
But
we-
2006, I bought my first house because he made those guys, and I never forget. He got him to give me $100,000 for me, and when he gave me the $100,000, the most noble thing he did was he said, "Out the 100, how much do you want? How much?" He said, "You want to give me something out the 100?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, how much you want to give me? I was like, 50%. He was like, you want to give me half, fam? I was like, nigga, you gave me half of your advance last year.
Hello?
Right.
He was
Right.
like, all right, cool. Nigga, me and my girl stayed up to 4 in the morning. I never get D-Dot text me, the Eagle has landed.
No.
And I said, baby, let's go to sleep now. The money, as long as I know Doc got the money, we good. He gonna send it to me tomorrow.
Shoot.
I'm just letting y'all know, like,
Oh.
that's the type, that's why I stress to my team and the people around me about doing right. Because just because you think this person's gonna do you wrong, that person right there might be looking and be like, I was here I am the whole time trying to impress Noah, not knowing that he was watching.
Right.
$37,500. The exact amount was $37,500.
Wow.
But let me tell you. Go ahead. No, I'm saying, but so he gave me that, and literally that's how I was able to survive.
You know something?
I came down, he had an apartment.
And he was-
had
that-
a car. I was like, oh,
He radar
I
now.
picked him up my Suburban. He was like, this, and he got my car. He said, this what it's supposed to look like. This what it's supposed to look like. I'm like,
took us
yeah.
out to eat, and we ate with a fork and a knife.
Oh,
Where y'all
no
went?
more
Where y'all
number
went?
nines. No more number nines.
Where y'all
I
went?
like that.
I don't remember.
I don't, nigga, it was probably Justice or something.
I was gonna say Justin's too. Something I see in you that I know you probably got from him because you said that you always talk to us about the importance of naming things, right? Anything you start and put a name to it, and you kind of made up the merchandise, kind of had a merchandise title, right? Right. So the importance of naming things, you gave yourself that title, and that kind of skyrocketed your career. So the mindset behind saying, I gotta name some shit. What were you thinking when you decided to start like branding yourself and saying, you know what, I'm gonna go get these cards made and this is my next step and niggas gonna know who I am?
Yeah, I mean, in New York, we are. Let me say it. Let me flip it. In Philly, when you give somebody praise and you want to take a picture with them, they call it dick riding.
Yeah.
Well, in New York,
Yeah.
we look at it like, yo, what can I do to help you help me?
Yeah.
We sending bottles to each other's table. Yo, man, you look like you're doing this. Your chicks is looking crazy. You need a little love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go other places and then hitting the spot was even more different. You come down here, old people like, how you doing, youngin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Greeting you, we like, yo, we screwed you.
Yes.
Grilling.
Yeah, so But in New York, we're also the entertainment capital of the world, so name dropping and those things work. You know, Carnegie Hall and Daddy's House and Sony, and you know, like he would come up, you know, Hit Factory. So
Yeah.
you know, you come from out of town, you say we're going to record at the Hit Factory. Like, ooh, Daddy's House. Like I remember when they first came up, who gonna be like? They want to be prepared because you walk in, you don't never know who you gonna see.
First time he invite me out, bro. I'm sitting next to Loon. It's like I know that feels like none of y'all, but it's like I'm like he like yo Loon, this is my man Ray. Sit down. I'm like this nigga, and I'm like doing Loon like this and shit like. Back to the Future when a nigga look at his dad, he goes. Like, you had Trilogy, your R&B group performing at Justin's. Yep. And he's like, yo, sit with Loon. Loon, this is my man Ray. He gonna sit with you, and I'm like. This nigga serious?
So my company, Crazy Cat, is just people told me growing up I was just a wild dude, you know, until I got kicked out, and I'm a Leo.
Love Leos.
And he from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn. And catalog was really, you know, like entertainment and this and that. And I was like, what I'm gonna be doing is gonna be a catalog because of my, you know, again, the humility goes down when the cameras is on. I don't just make beats. I write songs. I perform on stage with people. I've been hype man. I've been a manager, an A&R, an executive, a film producer, an artist. When I started off as an artist, I'm an artist first.
Two Kings in a Cypher.
Yeah, I'm an artist first. Producing was by luck. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't where I woke up every day like Ron Lawrence, my mentor. Ron Lawrence get up at 5:30 in the morning, and by 11 he's sending 9 beats because it was coming out his pores, passion to do that. And some producers will tell you that. Me, I get up, I'm going to do whatever I got to do, and if I take an hour. For my one,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my bill for the day. But it started developing more. The passion started developing more when the rap is started. So I would just tell everybody. You see Puff change his name a million times. Dudes go whole. It's old. It's Jay-Z. It's you know, we all do it. Now I'm older now. People see me. I got the grace. So now I'm the sensei now. It's fun.
I call you Yoda. I ain't gonna lie, cause I learned everything from you.
Whatever you want to call me, as long as they call me for things.
But how did you learn? Because so obviously D-Dot is my first real teacher. I'm about to say, because I'm telling you something, Dot. I'm telling you something. You got to hear this. I've been around the greats in the last 20 years. No one was able to teach it. I'm not saying that they didn't know it, but I'm saying they weren't able to teach it the way you were. You were able to decode it. You were able to say, here's how you do it. Some people just know how to do it, but you knew how to do it, but you also knew how to say, here's how to do it. And I took that for granted, because as I start coming around, I'm thinking everybody like you. Like, oh, everybody know this shit. And I'm like, damn, no, nobody knows.
Ain't nobody like me now. Just like, yeah. It was on the job, but also, you know, I gave credit to people. I wasn't the best student in school, but I studied what I want. So Barry White is my idol. Roy Ayers, James Brown. Those people I grew up listening to, Mongo Santa Maria, all these type of different things. And then I had the blessings of getting in the rooms with people, Gamble and Huff, Mr. Gamble and Mr. Huff, Hawk Islam, M. Tune, Teddy Riley,
Yeah.
Heavy D, just being a fly on the wall for no reason. But because I'm there, and I'm Brooklyn style, I'm gonna take whatever I got going on, and I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna watch and say, "Hey, did you see that?" You know, boom. I got a quick story to tell you. Angela Winbush, when she came to the studio to sing "I Love the Dough," my phone is ringing like crazy. I put it over there.
Yeah, for sure, I got you.
Yeah, just put it over there. I'm sorry. It's vibrating.
You gotta put that mute on.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Airplane mode or something. But anyway, when she came into the studio, by then, you know, we think we know everything. She did some shit where she put the one mic up, one mic down, had the pop filters. She stood back, and
The way the vocals was going, it was just crazy. But then the key thing was she was older. So when she had to sing the high notes, they just didn't, you know, all you get. So she told the engineer, do me a favor. This is analog days. She says, slow the tape down. A half or whatever the code is. So when it's playing back in the ear, the song is playing slower. She sang it in the highest key she could sing it in, Then the engineer put the tape back to regular, so now her voice sped up.
Wow, that's one of my
We in there
favorites.
like,
Bad mama jamma.
so I'm always a student.
Yeah, but I
And
think
you're
it's
always willing to learn. So I learned on the A&R on the job from being, at the job. I was an artist, so I knew how I wanted to be guided, what I didn't know. See, the beauty of me guiding other artists is that I was them. There was nothing they couldn't tell me. And my situation was 10 times worse than them with Two Kings in the Cypher. We wasn't getting, $50, $60 per diems. We was getting 15 and 20. We was taking ourselves around the country, taking out passenger vans and driving ourselves. We didn't have drivers and none of that other stuff, We had one promo picture, like one. The same one. It was like everywhere you go, we had to say, "Do y'all have any pictures of us?" Finally, we had to tell them take more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like so. I learned on the job, right? And I had the best teachers. Like I said,
and your mother's an educator.
and my mother's a doctor of education.
Yeah, so
I was always. It was ingrained in me to be a student, but also to teach because she put herself out there in the New York school system for 30 years and just said, "I want teach the truth to the young black youth."
And,
She was a
and,
principal, right?
The principal.
and the thing about you that I always remember, I remember you used to tell me stories. You used to be like, "My mom didn't play, man. Like, I had to go get a job. When we started Bad Boy, I was working. I think you said you worked at like the toll spot or something.
I worked at a toll plaza and a bookstore.
Yeah, you was like, I
And
had to go to work. My
yeah,
mom wasn't playing
My
that.
mom was $150 on the table every Friday.
So I want to ask you a question. I'm just curious because it's from 86 to 90. Right. Is there any school in history that has contributed more to anything than Howard?
That era. I mean, I'm sure they'll argue all day at the
I'm not, cause I
HBCUs,
was
but
thinking
for
about it on my
me-
way over here. I was like,
For me, if I had to my list,
that's what I'm saying. Mark Pitts, Kasim Reed, you, Puff, Harv Pierre,
Chris Latimer. Raz Baraka,
yeah, like
Anthony Anderson,
Anthony Anderson, the
Anthony
actor.
Anderson, Diggable Planets, Michelle Ndegeocello, Mark Batson that plays with Dr. Dre, the musician. Plenty of filmmakers and artists, Hawk Islam.
Yeah.
Brand Nubians, Derek X. He used to be Derek X. Sadat X went to Howard too. So he was there. God knows it was so
I would say
many
because when you hear about Howard from 86 to 90, it's like, yo.
Yeah.
We
and
and
then
then you tell me stories about how Pac pulled up the campus and he's like, you knew your name and he was like, D-Dot. And he was like, I got all the chicks.
He knew a song. He knew a song. He knew Nas.
Yeah.
He say, is that Nas? And I was standing next to Nas. It was like 93, 94, 92. For the purists, I get the years wrong, so don't attack me. I'm 55, man, and I smoke a lot of weed, so my numbers might be off, but it's true. Me and Nas met Pac the same day. Pac didn't know my name, but he looked because I was standing next to Nas, and Pac said, "For the brothers, because I had a song called "For the Brothers Who Ain't Here" with Two Kings of Cypher, and I said, "Yeah," said peace, told him my name, And that was that. He invited us back to his hotel room to smoke. I believe we went, but I don't remember correctly because, again, I smoke a lot of weed. So, but, So I've been around the greats, man. And I'm just happy to be here and tell these stories, bro. Like, for real. I can't believe I brought up Pac.
Yeah.
Pac, wow.
You got to understand from my
forgot about that,
position, I'm like, I know a dude that knew Pac.
Right.
Yeah, well, I didn't know him. I mean, I've been around him more than that, but yeah. I know Pac,
I know a dude that produced Biggie.
Yeah.
Like was in the room and you would tell us stories about Biggie and how he would like rock back and forth and he would be in the room and
all
it was
the
like
time. B.I.G. and Puff and didn't you come to Brielle Studios when I had Brielle?
Yeah, Brielle. That's why I met you at Brielle. That was like
Wall Street near
yes,
Wall
where
Street.
you kind of had to walk on the brick floors.
Yeah.
That's
right,
why I used to always
next to the
come.
World Trade
Yep,
Center.
Yep,
Right next to the World Trade
That's exactly
Center.
why I would come.
Yeah, okay.
So you had to. So nobody is better than Howard in your mind from 86 to 90.
I mean,
I can't think of
you heard
nobody.
the names I just named, and then afterwards in the late '90s, you had Taraji and Black Panther, and I can't remember how to say his first name, but the dude who wrote Ta-Nehisi Coates or Ta-Nehisi?
Between the World and Me.
Yes. He went there. His sisters went
went
there.
there?
Yes, he went to Howard. His sisters went there. There's plenty of doctors and lawyers that I'm not naming. Matt Middleton went to Howard.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Ed Woods, my lawyer who passed away, God bless him, he went to Howard Law. Even people that didn't go to Howard for undergrad, they went somewhere connected to Howard. Like even the big dude in the film business, that has Macro. It has Macro.
Charles King.
Charles King
Love Charles
went
King.
to Howard Law.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
because him and Kasim went to school together because Kasim introduced me to Charles.
Right. Right. So Howard just had this effect.
Chris Hicks.
Chris Hicks and Nooney and all, not Nooney, but Chris Hicks and all of them, yes. Howard just had this allure where you felt the burden of keeping that legacy alive. It was like, as soon as you stepped on there, it was like, you have a job to do. And you, from Brooklyn, I didn't know that when I got there. I just thought I was going to get a degree and go about my business. And I was awakened to a culture and a mindset that I wasn't prepared for. And it was almost a universal mindset. That's what the shock was.
Yeah.
That they coming from Cali, Chicago, Alabama, Africa, Europe, with the same mindset of that burden that Howard has to keep this torch lit.
If you could go back, would you have tried to stay at Howard? I know it wasn't really in your hands, but if you could, do you think staying there a full year or the whole 4 years would have made a difference?
Happened just the way it was supposed to happen.
You would have got that money.
Well, it wasn't even the money. It was, for me, while I was studying, my heart and my soul probably wouldn't have been at ease. Got the degree and it's up on the wall.
Pat on your back, but
When did you feel like you were in the business and this what you was gonna do? Because I ain't gonna lie, that for me it was when I turned 34. That was the first time I was like, this is what I do. I didn't feel safe saying it was my career because I had like Noah was in it from 05 to 07, then he was out. So I seen so many people come in and out. So I just never felt comfortable saying that this is what I do. For you, when was the moment when you was like, because I heard when you was like you was gonna be a nurse practitioner making $90,000 and you decided to leave. But at what moment did you say, this is no longer a hustle that I'm making money, but this is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life?
Probably when the reality was when I was either working in that bookstore or working at one of the tolls.
you said, get me out of here, please.
Yeah, and you know, and again, all it takes is a spark to get a fire going. So I'm making beats in the basement, trying to get on, and someone said, "That's hot. Play it again."
Do you remember what beat it was?
What's up, Star? I'd like to get to know who you are. It's the first beat I sold to the show soundtrack. It was on 1995. I was still on the road with Mary J. Blige. I'm making beats, but I have my own beats now. And someone said, play it again, and then play it again. Really? I played another one. Might as well. That's hot, too. You got a little something there, Doc.
Oh,
A word? Okay. Could I play you some more? You know what I'm saying? Like,
keep pushing it.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I think that's when I realized this is probably what I got to do. I got to reinvent, which is fine. I still want to be a rapper. I still want to spit them bars because I think I'm nice. I'm on my own dick. But that window of opportunity ain't like this one right here. Niggas are saying, play that again. Not say that again. Play that again. So I did. And I said, okay, let me get to work. And I think that was the one opportunity that said, I'm destined for this. And then when I got the check, like he did.
He said, oh, okay, this way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not just a bill paid,
Amen.
of bills with an S, a possible car note, maybe that 2 months in advance for the rent. Huh? Yeah. So I think that was the moment when you realize that I got something here and other people see it. That's it. And then they act on it. That's the key. I think that's where our relationship.
Yeah, and then it's something that y'all don't know. D-Dot was very early in discovering. I think he did discover it. I think the thing he doesn't know I took the most pride in was that Dot also discovered Kanye West.
Undiscovered.
Well, you put him, but I'm saying the
yeah,
first time we heard him
Don't
on
be
a
humble about it now.
No, I didn't discover him. No, I didn't.
Because somebody brought him to you.
Somebody brought
But
him
I'm
to me.
saying you still had to say, yes, I'm going to work with this guy. You could have easily
Yes.
been like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah,
But you was
yes.
like, nah,
Yeah.
he's dope.
Yeah,
Because
he's
you always
dope.
tell me the story about when Pharrell bought you while you over here looking at me. And you
Yeah,
was like,
that
yo,
was
this
crazy.
nigga is ill.
Oh, my
like,
God.
I'm asking, like, what is it that you see in talent? Like, that ain't regular degular. That ain't I discovered the dude that sold 1 million records. That's like I discovered life-changing talent before anyone else did. That's power.
Kanye, just like Puffy in school and different people you meet, there's certain glows that people have, certain attitudes that they have, certain confidence, as we say, certain je ne sais quoi they have about them and shit, you know what I'm saying? And there was humility too, because he requested to meet me.
You always, I remember that.
Right. So
Was it Free that bought him to you?
yeah, Free Maiden bought him to me.
Shout out to Free.
And shout out to Free. And so I had to hear him, and I said, wow, he even says he was Bad Boy, but he leaned mostly towards my bop, but it had the Midwest samples. But it had a groove that, you know, what I told Buck Wild, shout out to Buck Wild, I'm from the school, my ear tells me it doesn't matter, like up-tempo doesn't have to be 150 beats per minute. Up-tempo could be 82 if it moves a certain way.
Yeah.
If it has a certain vibe.
Swing, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? An up-tempo meaning not you're going to do a hustle to it, but so there's certain people that have that glow. And I think he had that glow, and he had the sounds, obviously. And I look for people that do what I don't do. I consider myself multifaceted. But I can always give props when I hear something that said, wow, I can't do that. That is insane. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And that's when
That's a good
them boys walked in, them Chad and Pharrell walked in and played their music for us. And you hear, why are you over there looking at me? Why your girl standing there? And they had all this, and I'm looking around at all the hitmen. I mean, they not in there, but I'm thinking about all the hitmen. I'm like, none of us do that.
You didn't think to yourself, let's get him to be a part of Hitman?
Hold on now.
They were already kind of,
Yeah.
I didn't discover them. They kind of was already, but we hadn't tapped into them fully. Like Pharrell, they had did something for Total, I believe, but we hadn't tapped into them like we should have.
He wrote SWUBV, Love Will Be Right Here.
That was for them. I'm talking about for Total. He
Oh,
did
got
something
you.
for Total too inside our walls, but we should have tapped in further. So there's one moment I had with them. As soon as that was heard, it was like, oh God. It was like, yes, that's perfect for Mace. And we don't do that.
Right.
So when you listen to our projects as an in-house for the Hitmen, we tapped into other producers' vibrations if we couldn't do that vibe.
That's smart.
And it makes it, the album, a little bit more universal, a little bit more likable, because now we're not boxing in our sound.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You're allowing the artist to breathe a little bit too. You see what I'm saying to you? Because look at another famous podcaster. He went from real grimy joints to Pharrell put Nori.
Yeah.
And Pharrell put a little, and then
yeah.
took the music up to here. He's coming
Yeah.
with T-O-N-Y, Invade NY, and then you get with another producer, and next thing you know, it rises a little bit, and it's good to the palate.
Yeah.
And it's good to the people. It's good. The artist is like, I'm not mad at this. And so that's how I learned the A&R, allowing people's sounds, allowing other vibrations to come into the room. And I think it helped the artists as well. You know, I think they respected it and was kind of needed. You know what I'm saying? I think it's needed.
Out of all of the Hitmen, who has a better catalog, Bad Boy catalog than you? Because I can't think of nobody.
They all do, actually. I mean, the ones you know. Chucky, Stevie,
I'm talking
Nasheem.
Bad Boy catalog, just hits that they did for Bad Boy.
Chucky, Stevie, and Nasheem. You go through their catalogs.
Well, so I'm gonna
Like, you go through there,
I'm gonna
yeah.
run down 5 of
All right,
yours.
let's hear it.
5 of mine.
Just 5 of yours.
Okay.
The number 1 song, in my opinion, in the Bad Boy catalog is All About the Benjamins.
Okay.
That was you.
That's my
Yes, that's me,
karaoke
yeah.
song.
That's D Dot.
Yeah, that's me.
I keep that song alive.
Biggie, can't you see?
Hypnotize.
Hypnotize. That's D Dot. One of my favorites that people sleep on is Money, Power, Respect.
Money, power, respect. The key to life.
Like, come on. Like, no. Feel so good.
Feel so good. Yep.
And to me, I think one of the Bad Boys, I mean, I could keep going, by the way, but for me, I think another thing that you did that none of the Hitmen did was you created the Mad Rapper.
Yes.
And the Mad Rapper to me
Part of my
was
catalog.
yes. The
Yeah.
Mad Rapper to me was the first time Bad Boy kind of got petty and was like, because it was always like, we're going to take the bigger route. Oh, you talking about me, Suge? Hey, look, man, it's all love. I love y'all. But that was the first time it was like, And I remember being a kid and my cousin being like, they got a skit about Tupac. We
Oh,
kids.
yeah, I just
and
talked about that.
Everybody,
I was like, Tupac.
everybody was like, he got a skit about Tupac. He said, this is my 4th album. I ain't got no money. By the way, I seen him do the Mad Rapper one time. I remember one time I tried to make him do the Mad Rapper. He was like, Ray, it's not that easy.
Yeah,
Right.
It's
nah,
not
my
that easy
voice
being
is
funny.
deep.
And I'm like,
My
nah,
voice
but you
is
can just
deep.
do it. And he's like, this nigga, he kind of did it to shut me up, but it was still funny though.
Yeah, I can't do it long. My voice is deep, so when I do it, I got you got to do it. In
What's your favorite
intervals.
Mad Rapper skit?
Good question.
My favorite Mad Rapper skit. Nobody ever asked me that. Wow. I think the one where I said Puff robbed me. You know that one? I was on one of them albums, and I was like, I said, yo, son, I had a dream. Puff robbed me, and Puff was in the back. Yeah, take that, give me that. You know what I'm saying? He came, stuck him up. I said that.
I ain't
I
gonna
thought
lie
it
to
was funny
you.
'cause I had Puff come in and do the vocal.
My favorite one is when you did 8-Ball MJG, and you was like,
Oh, yeah.
Orange Mound? That just sound like a sherbet. That just sound like ice cream.
Like ice cream.
It's ice cream, man.
that's what
That
it
is from
is.
Orange Mound?
Yo, those are some real dudes. Shout out A-Ball.
I love
MJG.
8-Ball
love
MJG.
them, yo. Them dudes is real, man. I love them, yo.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I think you have the best catalog.
you.
And you also ran the company.
I helped run it. Yes.
Well, I mean, you was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
during their run.
Niggas be giving me props. I be like, I could have ran with that. I ran the company.
Nah, but
I got you.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
though.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's the thing. There's a nigga that did way less that said he did way more.
Oh, absolutely.
And my thing is that
And that's what I've been trying to tell cats. Cats that have done way less, claiming they did more. I've done way more, and I don't claim it. I produced other niggas' records.
I
that
wish
they
you
know.
did though, cause
I mean, it's,
I
you
wish
know,
that like
yeah,
I
I know
wish
everybody
that,
tells me that. I wish
No,
you
and
did.
he would say that to me. We would be
Yeah.
like, cause I would look at him. I'm like, this is my hero. So I'm like, Dog, you better. I've been around them. They can't fuck with you. He was like, yeah, but they did artists. That's why you was trying to break May and Noah. And you was like, they got artists, so I got to do that. And I'm like, man, fuck all that. Hey, nigga, you did to me Bad Boy. Only thing I can think Stevie J did on Bad Boy that I'm like, is More Money, More Problems. And I'm like, woo. But there ain't no record on Bad Boy alone that you would say, except for maybe Big Papa, that you could say is like next to the Benjamins. The Benjamins is the best song that ever come out of Bad Boy,
Got you. Thank you.
in my opinion.
Thank you.
Like, am I tripping, Jack?
It's one of them.
Name a song better. Name a song better.
I mean,
I mean, there's plenty of
It just
Biggie
depends
songs.
on what your flow
your
is.
Give me
taste
one.
is, yeah.
Give me one
I'm
then.
thinking about Victory.
Yeah, that was hot. That's Stevie J.
I mean, we thinking about iconic Bad Boy record.
Yeah.
Victory is iconic.
How about
Why
how
isn't it?
about
Of course.
how about
You know what I'm about to do.
Go ahead, hit him
Ten
with
Crack
it. Hit him with
Commandments.
it.
You did that?
No, Premier did that.
Oh yeah.
I could do
But I'm
that.
already say.
But you talking about the Hitman?
I'm talking about.
the Hitman.
Victory
Get
is
him,
dope.
Ray. Get him, Ray.
Victory is dope.
Get him
Okay.
where he was at.
Give me a verse. By the way, Doc, so let me tell you how I go. We be arguing on the show, and he'll be like, Wu-Tang is amazing. I'm like, they hard to me to understand. He's like, no, not to me. Give me a verse. I don't know a verse. Nigga, that's not me
lines.
proving my point,
Two
nigga.
lines.
Give me a
The
victory.
sun don't shine forever,
Ever, but
as
long-
long as we shine, we might as well shine
Shine
together.
together, even
and
now and never.
You know the next one. Come on, Jack.
How the fuck is that better? Now give me the verse. Now give me motherfucking Puff verse the Benjamins.
I can give
What's
you
that
one.
one?
What you want to
First
do?
thing first, man. You fucking with the words. I be sticking pins in your head like a fucking nurse.
Yeah,
I attack any nigga who's slacking the tack.
Oh, he got
Oh,
you.
listen, let me say something. I'm gonna say another thing. Me and
Shame
D-Dot,
on you when you
me and D-Dot would be arguing about Atlanta rappers versus New York.
Oh,
He would
Lord.
make me feel like the reason why I did Atlanta Commissions because of Dot. Because Dot would be like, because I mean, we'd be in the studio arguing. I'm like, man, Tip that nigga in Atlanta. He's like, Ludacris is the illest nigga ever out of Atlanta. You crazy? And I'm like, no, he's not. Tip is better. And we would argue about that. He was like, did you hear his verse on Made You Look? Nigga, look at. I'm like, Dot. In Atlanta, we like trap music.
Yeah. It
So
was
he-
a sound.
so he was the
Luda
reason.
kind of was a little bit more like he could have lived up with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you, Bad Boy has a lot of lineage. A lot of
Lot of
y'all.
what?
Lineage. Like a
Oh,
lot
lineage,
of people
lineage,
who comes
yeah,
from
lineage,
it that
yeah.
like are legendary. And by the way, I'm just asking you this because I would ask everybody this. Do you think there was something that could have been done better to keep y'all? Because y'all were the motherfuckers, man. Y'all everybody was trying to be like y'all. Do you think it was anything better? Because obviously you felt like you had to start your own thing. A lot of people feel like they had to start their own thing. But do you think there could have been a better way to like keep it together? Or you just think it was like, because it was something you used to always say to me. You used to always say, Puff's my man, but I'm from Brooklyn. I never understood it. And he would be like, I got Brooklyn ties that run deep. What
New
the
York
fuck
thing.
does that mean? I understand it now because I'm around y'all, like the difference between Harlem and Brooklyn. But he would say, I'm from Brooklyn.
Right.
I didn't understand what that shit meant to me. It was like, oh, okay, but I'm from
He
Brooklyn.
from
where it's
that
different.
part too. So
Yeah, that part. is
What part?
East Flatbush,
Flatbush.
Flatbush area. The point is, I think that many things could have been done better, but it wasn't my show. I was a guest on the ship. So from the outside looking in, I could have been, we could have did this. I think that all the common things that come into the music business came across our table too. Greed, jealousy, money, chicks, bad music, good music, relationships, everything came. And there's no rule book to how to handle it. We were all in our 20s, I think everybody fails to realize. These are not 40, 50-year-old men making grown decisions. These are 24-year-old. Biggie died 23, 24 years old.
Yeah.
I was what? Let me see. So the Benjamins came out in 1996. I'm only 28, 27.
You just getting into it.
I'm just getting into it. I already had a rap career, but like 6 years before that, when I was only 22. We babies, and we ain't got nobody saying, "Okay, guys,
That's how it
at
goes.
this point you do this, and then you make a left here, and you go there." There was no Google Maps. It was no Google Maps. We had to learn on the fly. And you're dealing with 1,000 personalities, everybody on their own dick. Like you said, some people thinking they better than others, and jealousy going on. Who's fucking this bitch? Who's fucking that dude? Who got more money? Credits.
Yeah.
Who did what? Who hit the snare? Who didn't hit the snare? Who played? And it was a lot of us. So I think it was just all par for the course. I think the main thing, money was always the root of a lot of things. You know, at the time in the era that he's talking about, all the hitmen weren't shining. I just talked to your producer. He named one of the gentlemen, Anthony Dent. When they came around, they was doing their thing, but they weren't on every project. Young Lord and different people weren't on every project as you thought we all might wanted to be. So then you start wondering, damn, how these two projects come out and I ain't on it. And then when their projects do come out, they smother it, they kill it, so then they want more. So when them guys from Atlanta came up and they doing all that other shit, and then it's just one or two songs, where's the rest?
Yeah.
But it's 8, 9 more of us in there, and we up there every day, so it was hard to penetrate. So I think a lot of it was just timing.
Yeah.
But if we could have kept it together,
But
I think we
I'm
would've.
saying hindsight, because there are people going to see this that are younger, and sometimes those stories just make it, like, in your mind, in hindsight, is there anything you would have did different or you think would have been done different?
Why? One thing that I'm learning now, I should have been like, dee-dot, all over my beats.
Yeah.
Because niggas don't know what I did. I'm still surprised. Oh, you did that?
Attack.
But they know
I saw they
everybody.
was like, you didn't did that. Like, they didn't know you did Jay-Z where I'm from. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have a
like,
tag
so,
then.
like, yeah, so, but back then, spell my name right because it's 10 letters and it's hard.
Yeah.
I need that check
Facts.
to be right. And I'll take it from there. That's all I thought was the job. I come in, do my job, I get paid. Make sure Angeletti spelled right because you could butcher that shit crazily. 3 L's, 7 T's, no E's. It's like, hell, I ain't Italian. And then I'll take it from there. Meanwhile, Puff and Teddy Riley, they all up in it, Jermaine, everybody doing, and I'm not seeing the future. Because I'm humble like that.
Yeah.
I want to be all up in your video and all over your song and shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm starting to realize, damn, nigga.
Should have been in that
I should have all over my shit.
I feel like
You know what I'm saying? But in high, fuck it. But it's just I'm watching now. You can't hear a fucking beat come on before the niggas so and so music.
Yep.
It's like just so you know the producer does the joint, like which most people could care less except the industry.
Man, you should teach a masterclass on producing.
Definitely.
But it's hard to do when some people don't understand the term. They think
That's
producing
my
is
point.
just sending a beat in the mail and I did it.
You're the most important. One of the most purest producers I've met. You're the person that helped me see the difference between sending a beat and sitting in a room,
making
overdub,
a
spinning a
song.
song, and making it a complete song. Taking a beat, a producer takes a beat and makes it a song.
A composition.
Yes,
A
exactly.
full composition. That's what I do. It's part of my catalog. Making full compositions, guys. so they know because they killed me on Twitter.
Is
They was killing your man.
Oh, I'm gonna defend you. I'll
Yeah,
get them
it's
together on
not-
Twitter. I don't play with
I
Twitter.
appreciate that. I don't need defending. I ain't trying to relationship
jump
build
in
with
that.
none of them niggas. I can give a fuck less. The point is, when people grasp onto something so hard, and this isn't anything, they close their minds. 'Cause they want to believe what they want to believe. And it's hard to believe for some people shit stinks until they smell it. It's just hard. And so I'm one of them people that say, hey, fam, shit stinks.
It's stinky.
And it's okay.
And here's how you can make it better.
And here's how you can
That's
make
what I
it
That's
like.
the important part.
That's it. I have a solution. I don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solution if I have it. And if I don't, I'll humbly pass it off to the person that does.
You
But
want
let's not avoid the issue. Is the thing I'm about.
But you one of the first people to do a song with Eminem. Bro,
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
done.
yeah.
You've been the first guy in a lot of
In a
situations.
lot of rooms, they didn't even know who Eminem
And you
was.
never even said it.
Because like I said, did they spell Angeletti right? Did you get the check, dog? That's where I came from. If it was real. You got the check, dog? Did we get it? Did it hit? Remember you stayed up till 4. Did it hit?
Yeah.
It hit Phil.
The Eagles I go
We
see I'm out.
We out.
I'm out.
That's it. That's how I was until I realized 10 years later I should have all over my shit.
You got the drop
You know what I'm
ready.
saying? Yeah, I got it now, but it's 30 years late. I'm late to the party.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is there anything that you did that you was like, I know it's gonna be a smash and it didn't? And is there anything you did that you was like, I don't know if this is gonna work and it did?
Shout out to my man Sean C. He want me to tell this story. When I made the Benjamins in Trinidad in '96, I didn't come out the room for 5 days.
What?
I was in that motherfucker writing. I wrote about 30 rhymes. I'm like, oh my God, they gonna love this shit. Oh my God. I didn't leave the room. Puff had to come upstairs and say, what are you doing up there? I hadn't made another beat. Everybody else, they making beats. If they don't like this, I'm a rapper. That shit had my hair standing up. I brought that shit back to New York, and the locks looked at me like I was crazy.
No.
They didn't fuck with it?
What is this?
Talking about woo woo woo. Pac-Man, dick just went woo, woo, woo. Like, oh
Scribbled out.
no, you can't be serious. All them rhymes I wrote in that room, but I knew, nah, this is gonna be the craziest record ever. Now, in reverse, my first record on the Mad Rapper album, I dropped some little street shit, Mad Rapper versus D-Dot. I just knew it was gonna rumble through the streets. All I heard was crickets, 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 crickets. I was like, oh. And I'm hyped as shit. I'm like, yikes, I got to come back with something. And went to Columbia and said, we got to drop this Eminem record.
Yeah.
That's the only way this is going to work.
Yeah.
So the last impression was the record that I thought was going to really kill it. And that shit caught. I made a brick as a promo album. I was like, I
Stop
caught a
it.
brick and I made one. I made
good
foam
promo.
bricks. Like I caught a brick. Yeah, so
So Benjamin's was the one that you was like, I
Benjamin
knew
was
this.
the one that I didn't leave that room for 3 days. 4 days. I
Who
wrote
came up
well
with the idea? Like who?
what I did?
So the Locks didn't like it. Who came up with the idea? Like was it you drilling down? Like now we got to focus on this.
Oh, yeah. They had to come into the room, and Missy was in one of the sessions one time. It was like too many people were telling them, this is where it's at. And then we did remember the Benjamins is 2 versions. The first time we dropped it, it was just Puff, Kiss, and Chic.
I didn't
It
even
had
know that.
nothing. Yeah, it was just a beat in '96. So I'm already at this point. I got What's Up, Me and Wrong. I What's Up, Star out. We just did I Rock That Body That Rocks That Body.
MC Light. I
You
remember
rock
that.
body that rocks. So we got that going. Then I snuck in this, and everywhere that my crew go, and every Tracy Lee. I snuck that in, so now that's rumbling all through New York.
I love the sneak in.
Yeah, I snuck that in. Rah, we snuck that in. And then the Benjamins hits. But it's just really short, 1.5 minute, 2 minute version. Kim is not on it. We don't do none of that.
We needed him.
And that's how we leave it. Hypnotize drops.
Yeah.
I am Stanley steaming right now. Calls are ringing.
Fire.
I am fuego. And it is on. And then Big dies. Oh, no.
Were you at the party?
Huh?
You was at the party?
Yes, I was at
Okay.
the party. But prior to Biggie dying, we were already doing a remix to the Benjamins. So I'm in, and this is Biggie's in L.A. Biggie did his verse to the Benjamins in L.A. I'm in New York doing Kim's part. At the time, Puffy was dating Sally Richardson.
Yeah.
That's her on the Benjamins. That's her going to.
Oh, saying it's all about the Benjamins,
Oh
baby?
That's
wow.
Sally
Wow.
Richardson, yes. Look at everybody's
too.
face.
That's
Everybody's
crazy.
Goosebumps. Oh my god.
That's
Me
so
too, me
crazy.
too.
Yeah,
That's
Sally
Never
crazy.
knew that one.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm here, baby. I'm authentic as a motherfucker, baby. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's right.
I want to tell y'all because you understand
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is every day.
Yeah, this is
and
every day.
I'm a young nigga coming up, and he telling me, yeah, we just did this with Mary, and I'm like, you know, you dropping names like they not just names.
Right, like
Yeah.
Like you dropping
Right,
names, like he's
shit.
like, yeah, I gotta get L.A. Reid on the phone. I'm like, nigga, you just acting like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. He's
phone
like,
a
he
friend.
gonna answer my goddamn call.
Remember when we went to go sit with LA? Who was it? Clive. We went to with
Yes,
Clive,
Larry Jackson flew us up.
and Clive made me sit in his chair. He said, "No, Derek, you come
Yes.
over here."
Yep.
I said, he's trying to press them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bigging me up,
Yeah.
and she let me sit in this chair and all. I'm looking at them like he's fronting right now.
not normal.
We flew Parrish up with us, and we was
Yeah,
in the room, and
yeah.
then Larry Jackson was there, and then let me tell you the funniest Noah story. I gotta tell you one story. So let me tell you something about D-Dot. The reason why I like being around y'all is because it reminds me of my relationship with him. So I called D-Dot because we shop in Noah's publishing deal. I don't know if you remember this shit. We shop in Noah, Adam Kaplan.
Oh, Adam Kaplan.
Adam,
Yeah,
the
okay.
lawyer. So we shop in Noah's publishing deal. Nigga, they offered him $600,000. Now, mind you, he was broke. He was flat broke, and we just got the event. And now he wasn't broke, but he was broke after an advance, which is a way different broke. Because now you stretch. Now it's like, I ain't got no more money. I need money.
Right.
So D-Dot called me. He said, yo, BMG, they just offered us a pub deal, $650,000, like $350,000 on signing. Call Noah. We good. I called Noah. Noah, man, D-Dot, we got the pub deal. How much is it? So he with all his niggas. This one is niggas. Because that's the thing about Noah. Noah friends ran the show.
What was the name of the crew?
Mizite.
Oh, Little Mizite.
Mizite.
What was the name of the crew?
Cash Boys.
Cash Boy.
Cash Boys. So I called Noah.
Mizite.
Yo, I got the 600,000. I'm already calculating. I get
Yeah, we already-
$75,000. Nigga, it's on.
When
Nigga,
they
Jack
calculate
Dan, this is Noah's response. I say, Noah, I got a $650,000 deal. We gonna get $350,000 on signing. I need you to let's do it. He said, hold on. Y'all heard that? And you can hear him talking to his niggas. Mind you, all his niggas is broke. Nobody know nothing about the business. This nigga says, tell them, like Hove said, if y'all ain't talking about large money, what's the point? I want $1 million, and he hung up the phone.
No, he did not.
Swear to God. And I called D-Dot, and D-Dot bust out. So I'm like, nigga, it's not funny. So he was always the person that made me see it ain't as serious. It's not as desperate.
That's good.
It's not as serious as you're making it. I'm like, Doc, this
It's
he
not
don't
the
want
end of
it.
the world.
He was like, oh, man. He was like, man, that's funny as hell. He said, what? I'm like, it's not funny, bro. He's like, nigga, that's funny. So he always made me see tomorrow's coming. So sometimes you could think it's the end of the world, like a breakup or like you lost something. And you just need somebody around you to say, bro, it's normal. And that's what he
100%.
did for me. He always said it's normal. It's normal. That's normal.
This is par for the course.
This
Yeah.
this part of the game. Keep going. And that's how I keep going.
So
More people need mentors like you because we talk about mental health a lot and having somebody that you could call that gives you that type of it's not that serious. There'll be another
oh,
one.
but I let him have it too, though. Don't
Oh,
get it.
no.
There was the
Oh
other
wait, I
side,
want to hear
too.
that. I want to hear that. Don't be
motherfucker.
telling me the
Do
fluffy
you know
stuff.
who you fucking with? And we had those conversations
Oh no,
too.
he would. I'll tell you one story. I called him one day. I was mad as fuck because I felt like I wasn't getting acknowledged, and I called him and I said, "Dot, I'm better than everybody."
Yeah.
And that nigga says to me, he says, "Funk Flex don't know you the best, nigga. He know Coach is best. He know Coach. I heard Coach getting shouted out because me and Coach used to sell weed
Right.
3 or 4 years earlier. So that's
Yeah.
my nigga. So I'm
Right.
like, he knows Coach. He don't know you, nigga. You got a lot more work to do. Shit like that always just kept like I'm like, damn, this nigga right. They don't know me. I could have easily been like, fuck you. I was like, nah, he right. They
Humble
don't know
yourself a
me.
little, nigga. A little.
And by the way, fast forward, Teron calls me. I wrote this in a book, 2012, because he's like the game not acknowledging me. I'm better than everybody. They still chasing everybody
knew
else.
what
And I
to
was
say.
like, turn on the radio. Turn on the radio. He's, what you talking about? I said, just turn the radio on. And he's like, Ray, I'm in L.A. I'm like, just turn the radio on. Then he turns it on. What song is playing? Future Same Damn Time. Let me ask you a question. Did you write that song? No, I didn't write that. So guess what that tells you, nigga? That tells you that the game don't need you. You need the game.
Period.
And that's how Noah got on his run.
That'll wake somebody up right there. That'll
So
do
for
it.
me, he always checked me. And to me, that was the thing that I love the most about him. Like,
really important.
he checked me. He would not let me breathe. He would not let me feel sorry for myself. nigga, if I'm driving back and forth to New York, he's not like, do you need gas? Are you okay?
wasn't babying
He's
you.
like, that's
Serious.
not it. That's not it. And he would send me back to Atlanta. I would go sit down with Noah and talk to him about what we need to do right, and we would do it. And he made it happen.
You had to figure it out.
But he didn't take it easy on me, which is what I appreciate, because he could have easily babied me. And be like, it's okay, Ray, they're gonna know you one day. And he was like, nigga, they don't know you. They don't give a fuck to know you. Nigga,
I'm
Get
worried
over
about them knowing me. Fuck, I'm worried about them niggas knowing me.
And you.
So let me get back. So
Go ahead.
So we working on the Benjamins. Big lays his verse in L.A. Knock out Kim here. We get the record out, and now that record comes out after Biggie dies. You know, so now the record is out, and we like, what do we do now?
That's the question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we do now? So here we are. We got to do Puff's album, but Puff want to quit. It's too much.
Because Big passed.
It's just too much.
I'm with him.
You know, but I say, dog, I ain't come all this far to come this far.
Amen. Better get up. We got some work to do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So the beat that
no way
Biggie
out.
the beat that Biggie rapped on was supposed to be the remix.
No, he didn't rap. I changed it after he died.
Oh.
We rapped over the original record, so
You still got that version?
of course I do. So
Love to
we
hear
play it
that.
in New York every year. So Kim lays her verse. I got it on tape. Remember, we don't have internet and none of that shit. So I fly to L.A. Me and Puff fly to L.A. the week Biggie dies. And I go to his hotel room. I'm there. Me and Puff have been working on this album for days. So I get there, and I don't call nobody. I go on, Smoke Fest, Fuck Fest, Disappear Fest,
Yep.
97. You know what I mean? I just want to disappear. I'm tired. My phone rings 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm staying at a hotel called the Argyle on Sunset, near Mark Pitts. Nigga, I know you ain't in L.A. and come check me. It's big. Fuck. So I got to go to his hotel that morning, go to the suite. Them food trays, like 4 food trays out in front of the joint. Sees everybody in the smoke. As soon as you got to the elevator, it's like, but it's early, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and all I hear is Victory playing. He laid his verse to Victory, and my eyes are lit up.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't there for it.
Yeah.
Play it again. I'm in here like I don't even want to eat. He go eat, fam, eat. D-Rock, everybody eat. I don't want to eat. What's that? Mind you, I got tricks in my bag. I got a treat in my bag. I got Kim's verse that he never heard to the Benjamins.
Oh, wow.
So he didn't heard that yet.
Tucked.
So he's playing Victory. I'm like, my turn. My turn.
I got something too.
My turn. I go play that shit. So we, my bitch killed it. Big, we in there wild.
So Big heard it for the first time when you played it.
in L.A.
Oh, wow.
Big heard his old album, by the way. So in case people don't know, he heard the old, because back then you had to hand in the album super early. Those interludes on the album was big in L.A. When I'm talking to Big and I'm going, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. I'm gonna get you.
All those voices,
yeah.
previously on Ready to Die.
Yeah,
That's
previously.
him.
Crazy.
Oh, word?
That's all him.
Mind blowing.
Wow.
Previously on Ready to Die.
Look, there you go.
So I do a couple of, I do.
Yeah.
So all those were done when he goes, Faith, and I'm on the phone laughing. All that was done.
You can hear him laugh. I remember you told me that story. You can hear him laugh, but kill you motherfuckers. When he
Yeah.
said Faith, that he laughed. That's
Yeah.
why he hung up the phone.
That's why I hung up the phone, because I killed the interlude.
So was you on the skit when he was talking about shitting on the bitch?
Yeah,
That
that's
was
me.
him.
That's me. That's me on the skit. Talking about it.
And you never.
'Cause I'm laughing when after he said, so after I shits on the bitch, I didn't know he was gonna say that. So I bust out laughing, and that's when we cut the interlude off, because he didn't want to hear me continue laughing.
Nah, that shit is
Yeah. So after he passes, we want to quit. Can't quit. Change the album to No Way Out, and then I go in and change his part.
What was it originally called? The album, Puff's album.
Either Puff Daddy and the Goodfellas, or Hell Up in Harlem, or one of them.
Yeah, I
other-
think it was Hell Up in Harlem.
Hell Up in Harlem or Goodfellas. It came, and then I said, we ain't got no way out. Man. We gotta go. We gotta go through the fire. We can't go around, underneath. We gotta go through, and that's the only way this is gonna work. Because look what we got waiting: Faith, Carl, Total, The Locks, Mace, Rob, the Hitmen. Kim is our extended family. Cameron is extended family. He's on Undears. It's a bunch of DMX's extended family. It's too much. We got too much going on.
Stop.
So No Way Out, and then I changed the beat to fix his part, to make his part special. So that happened after he died, but he rapped over the original Benjamin.
I say Biggie is the greatest rapper of all time, the most perfect rapper. I think Jay-Z is number one, but I say Big is the most perfect rapper. He can give you all styles. He can give you, he can tell a story. He can give you street rap. He can give you commercial rap. Would you agree with that, or you think somebody, or would you say something else?
I crossed too many eras.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie is a mix of a bunch of people, so I think for his era, he was great. But I'm, to me.
So is there somebody you would put on his level?
To me, the logo of hip hop is LL Cool J. For me, that's the logo, because everything that we have become, he started. From love songs to rap songs to the way we dress to the jewelry to the bitches to the skin to keeping the skin good, looking young, movies, television, film. That's for me. Jay, Big, and all them Eminem that came later, of course, these are monsters. But their foundation is Grandmaster Caz, LL Cool J, Slick Rick. These are the people they're standing on. So I think Big, I know cats do lists and all this other stuff, but I think Big definitely had a lane. I think he was a complete rapper, but I don't think you heard the completed Biggie.
So he was gonna get better. You knew he was
He
gonna
was
get better.
obviously going to get better. He hadn't even seen half of his life yet. He was only 23 years old. He hadn't seen shit. I mean, he'd been overseas, but we ain't seen shit yet. I still ain't seen nothing, and I seen it all. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't seen shit yet. So,
You have a top five?
Nah, I couldn't. I could never do a top five. I know who I like, and I know whose names don't get mentioned. People like Busta and Kiss and Pharoah Monch and Eminem. The hate of Eminem in our culture is ridiculous. Eminem will bite these niggas' heads off. Period. End of story. Black Thought. Unsung heroes. Of course, Jay, Big, Nas. Those go without say. You know what I'm saying? Tip. Scarface.
When you say Tip, you mean T.I. or Q-Tip?
T.I.
Okay.
T.I.
Just got to clear that up.
Nobody's
Yeah.
ever make you-
Noah did a
nobody's
record
ever
with T.I. when he
make
was younger. For
That's
me,
how we got Noah on.
right.
He
To
did
me,
Nacho Cheese.
Nacho Cheese. To me, what's the other boy from here? Of course, 3,000, 3 Stacks, of course. He's an alien. And there's plenty more, but I really couldn't. And then from my era, you had the Kaz's, the LLs, the Melly Mel's, the Kumo D's, those type of guys. Cool G Rap, for us, for New York niggas, Cool G Rap is the original
Gangsta.
gangster and original. The flows, the verbiage, everything was like, it doesn't get better than G-Rap. That's how we felt. And the clones came, so that's how we felt. So I couldn't really do a top five, but I could tell you who deserves what they deserve in the flowers, in my humble opinion.
Can you name a better crew better than Hitman? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that because when you think about like production teams, there's not many, but there's only like a couple that can be in the same room with each other. So you got Organized Noise, you got you guys, but there's another New York based team that we think about too.
There's a bunch of them.
And
Trackmasters.
right,
That's where you going.
So
Okay, yeah.
So my question is, you've said a lot about catalog recently.
Oh, shout out to Organized Noise too.
Right,
Come on, like
crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Rico, that's my boy. Where Rick at?
Rico, that's my
Where
nigga.
Where Rick at?
Right.
We kept the bald head smooth, like
Yeah.
this shit was shine from the moon, like it shit hit off his head, like bah. Go ahead.
Do you think the Hitman's catalog was better than Trackmasters?
Better? Better is a relative word. I think it was a lot more of us, so we were able to do a lot more. But for them two and whoever else they have helping them out, I mean, come on. They should be mentioned with the greats. Again, humility comes in. Tone is from Brooklyn. Tone quieter than me. But his catalog can't be touched by 92% of these people. He just don't pull his dick out in front of everybody. It's not necessary. Let the music speak for itself. So I don't say better or worse. I say that they did their thing, we did ours. But I'm always gonna be on our dick first, if that's what you're asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think Hitman got Tone and Pope. I do. Like, you gotta remember, the Hitman was also Jodeci. Like, Tone and Pope was one-offs. Did they own anybody?
I have no idea.
Well,
No, what I mean by that is like, well, like when you think about a Hitman, obviously you go Big, you know, Mace, you go those guys, but then you also think about the records y'all did outside of Big and Mace.
With them too. See, the thing about them, they weren't in-house for anybody.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah, they weren't in-house for anybody. They just produced for everybody. But they're, you know, there's smash hits, there's hits, and then there's mega hits.
Okay.
And I think they covered all three. So when you can say you had a smash hit, a mega hit, and a, you know, like that. What's that song where everybody's Carolina, Cabaret, what is it?
Macarena.
Macarena.
Yeah.
That's a mega. That's
Yeah.
like something
Yeah.
that, you know, like all you need is one for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Then we had smash hits where you're spinning 10, 15 times, you know. Then you got hits. And then there's that fourth category that I think gets a lot of us confused. It's not a smash. It's not a mega. It's not a hit. It's a record that hits.
That's what I say.
It's a record that hits,
write that
but
down.
it's not. It just.
I call them mid. I call them
those
mid.
are those street records. Those are those classic in the, you know, like that might be like a Who Shot Ya.
I about to
for
say
us.
Biggie Who Shot Ya.
Like
Yeah.
it might be a Who Shot Ya where it rumbled through the streets, but you're not gonna hear that 2 in the afternoon on the radio or 7 in the afternoon on the radio or in the evening. You know what I'm saying? Because our goal, and at least my goal, which I've been trying to explain to everybody, is if I get into the music business to keep it real, then I should go into another business. I'm in the record making business. And when I'm in the record making business, you should think to make the best record you can. In most cases, the best record you can make does not play in the train station. It plays on the radio station, if it can. And if that's not the goal, whether I'm from the hood or whether I'm from the suburbs, I don't want to make music to keep it real for a small group of people that think we're ruining the game because we're exploiting what the game is set up to be. To make money, and make hit records. If you can ask certain executives, would they rather sell or have a #1 record? And some would say, I'd rather have a #1 record because then the branches that's going to fall off that tree. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, not, you know, so I'm saying I've always been in the record making business. My goal was to make the best record I can and get the top potential out of it. That was always our goal. So I always wanted to explain to people. So there's these cultural gatekeepers,
Yep.
and we need them. They're necessary. They're not negative. But their opinion about what the music should be. In other words, I don't tell my kids to learn life's truths in any of their music, in my music or anybody else's. You're gonna learn that at home from me. When there's someone that says they want to keep the culture alive within a business that is not set up for any culture to stay alive, it's set up for whatever can make money, make it.
Yep.
Hip hop is not the music business. Hip hop is not the film business. Hip hop is what you live outside of the film business. For all these purists and backpackers that want me to take what I live outside and bring it into a business that has nothing to do with what I'm doing outside and sacrifice what the game is made up for hit records and money to prove to y'all that I'm from where I'm from and I'm hip hop, I dare any one of them niggas from the underground to wherever to tell D-Dot to his face that he ain't hip hop. Dare you. Because of the records I make, because y'all think, I always ask the backpackers, do y'all go on the road and fuck bitches? Or do y'all go have meetings and have, because y'all supposed to be purists, do y'all go have book readings and shit? No, y'all niggas go fuck bitches, spend money, buy cars. Y'all do all the same shit we do. Y'all just keep it under the guise of it's cultural. Them niggas go to jail. Them niggas sniff coke. Them niggas smoke weed. Them niggas cheat on their wives. Them niggas do negative shit. They act like they in a whole separate category than us. Like they ain't on the road running through hotel rooms. Like they say, listen, after the show, we're going to have a book reading.
No, that's
Young lady, put your clothes on. We
All
don't
right.
want to see your clothes.
Please cover up
Please
around
cover
here.
up. We're not. Get the fuck out of here.
I better be boarded.
It's a whole mindset that ruins the culture because everybody got their own rules that they trying to imply. If you go back to hip hop, I need someone, and I'm gonna say this on my Baby Bro show.
Any one of you niggas, please take out the hip hop rule book and show me the rules to hip hop. Show it to me. I dare you. Show me the rules of record making, how to live, how to dress, how to do whatever. There are none.
None.
Zero. We make it up as we go along. And that's it.
And usually the person that came first feels like they're the person that could dictate it because they came first, but everything develops and becomes its own
Evolves.
iteration. Everything evolves.
Evolves. So I wanted to get that out because I got a lot of hate about me saying I do beats better than somebody. My catalog is this and The bottom line is I don't follow y'all rules.
And your catalog is better.
Right.
I mean, whatever. That's my opinion, and other people's some not. But the bottom line is, whatever rules y'all set up, y'all shove them shits up your ass because there ain't no rules to this shit. Period.
Yeah, shove it.
Sorry,
No,
we take
I
a break
love
right there, cut or whatever.
I love it.
It seems like you've been holding on to that one for a couple of days.
I've been holding that for a couple of days because I needed these dudes to know that you cannot think that the world is supposed to think like you think.
Amen.
And
Yes.
you haven't donated to the cause like I have. My donations to the cause, by the way, we got a charity you can donate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
You
We'll
better
get to that
plug
soon,
it.
right? You
Yeah,
gotta
love
plug the
that.
charity. But yes,
By the way, I'm part of his legacy right here. I claim that
I
shit
donated
proudly.
to the cause.
Proof is in the
He
pudding.
groomed me, put me in the game, changed my life. Put me in the game, changed my life. I still have lessons that Doc taught me right now that I'm still applying to what I'm doing.
I still apply. Was told to shootouts to stay low and keep firing. That's how I live my life. I stay low, but I keep firing.
So in today's hip hop, in today's business, do you still want to work with the younger artists? Like, do you want to roll in it?
Absolutely. I like what my kids like. My daughters be listening to all of them.
Is there anybody younger that you want to get in the room with?
Let's see.
Because I would love to make it happen just up GP.
Oh yeah.
To make it happen now.
I love Joey Badass. I like him. He's the best Brooklyn style. Down here or in the South, or somebody's doing something. I said I love Cole, Drake, Kendrick, and all. I'm trying to think somebody new and young and fresh that I heard. I'm like, oh, that kid is hot, or she's hot. Damn. Give me a minute on that.
How do you feel about today's female rap? Because I know that you was one of the first labels that went out with your first main artist being a woman,
Right.
Lady May.
Lady May, yeah.
Like, he put a woman in front of his company. Like,
I'm
this
so
is what that was, huh?
No, I'm interested to hear.
Yes, I'm just wondering, like, how do you feel about today's rap? Because Lady May would have had a chance if she was out today.
Yeah, I think my humble opinion, again, this is my humble opinion. When I was coming up in the game, and to me, in my humble opinion, each rapper, female or male or singer, they were individual identities, different voices. And that was our goal, to find somebody that wasn't Mary, but, had the potential what Mary can do. We didn't need 7 Marys. We didn't need 7 Faiths or 7 Whitney Houstons. So I think that started dying, and there became a monochrome or one way to look at female rappers. And I think Little Kim, Foxy, and Nicki became the poster child for what you're supposed to be. So everybody that came after them, I don't see anybody not trying to achieve that goal. And then the ones that are, they're either super rough and grimy and boys and or they're mythological battle. They over here in the we don't know what they're saying. But the 90% is all,
Twerking.
You got
that's it. You know what I mean? And then, my pussy, my dick, and y'all niggas and bitches don't fucking. All the lyrics are the same. There's no stories, no come up. You know what I'm saying? No, my moms and pops mixed me with Jamaican rum and whiskey. None of that type of. You don't hear there come. It's just, who got the, that's it. Same with the males. I think they all wanna, I'm dying, life is hard, and all this auto-tune, like, So then you get the real rappers coming through and they getting vitriol, they getting hate. Oh, y'all niggas, they soft, and so nothing has changed. So that's why I said I just let these kids do what they do. I think it'll evolve somewhere, and somebody will say I'm tired of this shit, and there'll be a young Nas come out of here, or a young Jay-Z, or a young, Lauryn Hill that may pull out, and come from. So I think everything is safe. Hip hop is safe. We just got to go through
ups and downs. It's not over. Everybody panicking like hip hop is over. It's never over. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's who we are. It'll just evolve into something else, and all us old dusty niggas will be out the way, and they can do all types of other shit later on.
I think
Everybody
Lil
just
Kim.
don't
I think Lil
panic and
Kim
shit.
verse on. I don't think there's been a better rap verse to me than Lil Kim's "All About the Benjamins" verse.
Or what about the one she did on Hot Damn Hole, here we go again.
Like,
Light as a rock, bitch, light as a
on
cock,
Mobb
bitch. That
Deep
was
shit,
hard.
right?
Yeah, but that was hard. But
That was hard, that was
nothing
hard.
like
I got you,
Nothing
yeah.
in it was harder than so
Yeah.
you want to rumble with the
B,
B, huh?
Yeah.
Do it. What?
I don't
Dressing
care
all black
what
like
you
a
are.
homie.
That's one
This
verse
is for my
that men
homies.
sing because
Yeah,
they
men
that
sing
business
it.
that they hit
That's
the
my
business.
point. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I
That
think
business.
I think that's number one. I think Nicki's verse on Monster is
Yes.
number two.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think Kim's, from what I think hip hop is, I think that's the best verse. Probably females, probably City Girls, Real Ass Bitch, Give a Fuck About a Nigga. That's really a good one that stands out. But Kim's verse on All About the Benjamins to me is untouchable. Female rap, untouchable.
It's a
To me,
quote-
that
it's
is
a hip hop quotable.
That is the bar.
Yeah, it's
to
a
me,
bar.
that is the bar of what hip hop can be.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to even look at it from this standpoint. They let her go last. She come out with no clothes on but a mink,
Ate
a
'em
bra
up.
and panties and a mink on. What?
Looking
Nigga,
shit
that
like
is
that?
rap, nigga. That is hip hop.
That's hip hop.
That is hip hop, nigga.
holding her ground. On
What
the
nigga like? And this
first
niggas is
man.
around her. She ain't twerking. You can be sexy without trying to twerk. That's
Don't need a female in my crew. And
You can
I
be
take
sexy
shit.
without trying to twerk.
Nigga too. Pull it,
See, I
pull
want to
it
do making the cut.
Yeah,
Making the cut.
let's do
You
it.
got
Let's
more
present.
questions? We good?
Making the cut presented by two.
Well,
artists.
I did, but I mean, if we want to go to
Now we can
the-
ask afterwards.
Nah,
I
all
want to
good.
get his thoughts because I just want to hear his thoughts. So Doc, we're gonna give you three options. You got to pick one to sign, one to put into development, and one to cut. And you have to actually say all three. You can't. You got to say
Okay.
all three. Gonna give you three options. So I'm gonna start off easy. Easy.
It gets harder, what you say?
I'm gonna start easy.
Okay.
Life After Death. No, I'm sorry. Ready to Die. All Eyes on Me. No. I'm
You
trying to
switching
go,
it up.
I'm
You
trying to
making
go
it up as
first
you
album.
going on.
I'm going debut album.
Okay, debut album.
Ready to Die. Get Rich or Die Trying. Reasonable Doubt.
Get Rich or Die Trying. You signing that. That has smash hits all over it. Period. Probably have to develop Ready to Die. I probably have to drop Reasonable Doubt.
Well, you want Reasonable Doubt?
No.
Okay.
You really drop Reasonable Doubt?
Right. I'm
What?
like, hold
Dog.
on.
And they from. And by the way, you know what I like
from
about Dot?
Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn.
He from Brooklyn. And he gave my Queens. To me, that's how I was raised by. No bias over here.
Right. And I got to tell you why. Okay, so obviously 50, that album for a debut album was
A1.
we gotta bow down to that period. I think the reason I'm saying Ready to Die is because Reasonable Doubt had the benefit of hearing Ready to Die. Reasonable Doubt had the benefit of hearing what he could do. Ready to Die didn't have a
blueprint.
You know, Ready to Die didn't have a blueprint. Yeah, Ready to Die didn't have a blueprint. So, we have to understand that a lot of the greatness we saw from a lot of these rappers and producers and different people, their foundations, they were pre-gamed. They had inside information that the normal record people didn't have. So if you were rocking with, when Blue had his management and you had them, there are people that are coming to the studio that are coming later, but they're sitting up under Blue and Outkast and these different people, and they're just getting all these lessons and learning, and you don't realize you're throwing jewels out to people because you're just in your normal vibe. But some people are sitting there catching them shits,
Saving it for later.
throwing them shits in their pocket for later on. Yo, when I was in the studio with them niggas, that's how they do it. Yeah, nigga, do it like that. We gonna be out of here. So I think Reasonable Doubt had that.
They had the advantage of hearing what Big was
the
at.
advantage of hearing not only Big, but All Eyes on Me and everything else that came before it to say, I need to go this
Hold on, Reasonable
route.
Doubt came in after All Eyes on Me?
I don't remember. I just whatever Tupac
that was
was
like
before.
95.
Whatever Tupac albums came before
Yeah.
that. I'm just saying.
Be Against the World was probably
Yeah.
more with Reasonable
So
Doubt
that's
was
probably
like-
why I would drop Reasonable Doubt, just simply because it was pre-gamed. It had a little bit of.
Dipset, The Locks, Wu-Tang.
Oh no!
Excuse me.
Don't do that.
Dipset,
I'm gonna start backwards.
All right.
Dipset
Go.
dropped.
I knew it. I knew y'all
Yeah,
getting ready.
yeah,
Why
that
would you even
sound
do that? I knew
crazy.
you was getting out of there. That's not fair. You
They
put
both
us in the
collectives
back.
of MCs.
No,
Right,
they're not.
right,
No,
they're
that's not
not.
even-
Dipset
No,
is
they're
not a collective of MCs?
It's
Not
not.
enough.
It's a collective of a couple MCs and opportunists.
Okay.
I gotta get the knife out my
The
chest.
Locks are MCs. Wu-Tang MCs.
So we keeping Wu-Tang, we developing the Locks. You develop the
I'm
Locks. So you can,
keeping Wu-Tang.
First thing first, man. You fucking with the worst. I was thinking, yeah.
And I'm developing the Locks.
I heard I was not. I can't come back to New York because I said the Wu-Tang was overrated.
Man,
Wu-Tang was overrated.
To me, they're not
Yeah, you
number.
can't come-
They're
you
not
can't
number
come back
two
to
to
me.
me. They're not. I think
come back to
Outkast
me.
is number one. I think Wu-Tang is top 7 groups of all time.
I mean, I don't know who to even say, but Wu-Tang
Run DMC.
is no fucking joke for us.
Watch this. Can you give me a verse? Any verse for Wu-Tang?
yes,
I
he
just
can. He
spit
did a
one.
million.
I just spit one. I can set it off. Swing it through your tail like your neighborhood Spider-Man and all. Tick-tocker keep ticking. Come on, don't do that to I Am Hip-Hop.
You showing him? I am
Hip-hop.
too. By the way,
Come on
I am
now.
too. That's why I'm not. Give me a
but
verse.
don't do Wu-Tang.
He got his verse ready.
Don't do, you know.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Hold on
saying.
now.
I'm just saying.
That's my
but yeah.
Yoda. That's what I
Right,
learned
yeah,
from. I had
right.
to learn
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah, yeah.
You cannot come around Dot. Noah, no, I ain't lying. Noah is right there. You cannot come around Dot not knowing your shit. You better know your shit or he gonna put you on blast. How you don't know this shit and you in this shit?
Well, you talked about groups. I mean, there's unsung groups and then there's groups, but there was very few groups where the MCs were equally nice.
Okay.
That's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Where both MCs get on and you can't choose between either. Then there are groups where you can obviously, there's a big difference between Busta and the other two leaders of the new school. It's pretty obvious to
Yes.
see. No disrespect, but it was obvious to see.
Yeah.
In Onyx, it was obvious to see
that
Sticky
Sticky
Fingers
Fingers
was just
yeah.
a different type of dude. But then you see Run DMC, they both had this flavor.
I
One
ain't gonna
was
lie,
doing
Run
this,
was the
one
one to
was-
me. I ain't gonna lie, Run was a little bit better than.
Well, he was just more of a character.
Yeah.
Right.
But lyrically, D is writing all of that, and he has his own flavor. It wasn't
Don't
this.
get mad.
It wasn't this. It wasn't this. You know what I'm saying? And then, for me, Wu just had, the main 5 guys was all you needed for the rest of the guys.
By the way, I said that. I said Method Man, ODB, Ghostface, Raekwon. But then I said the reason why they can't be top 5 to me.
Inspector Deck, please. Inspector Deck.
Just
And
was
for me,
hard too.
And for me, Jizz was hard. Yeah, Jizz was hard. That's what I said. Jizz was hard too. Inspector Deck was one of them guys that you didn't get to hear. That I actually tried to do an album with. Because if I would have did an album with Deck, y'all would have saw a different Deck.
Woo.
So that's for me.
You know what I think? Like, we be talking about this a lot.
But I did records with Ray.
Yeah.
He was on Ghetto.
I think
Mad Rapper.
with Deck, his moment that he missed, that I think he would have had a different career if he would have had that last verse on the Tupac song.
What song?
I got my mind made up.
I mean,
And that went up. I didn't even know. he
Remember
was on
at the
that.
end he goes, "I ain't that's the rebel," but he had a whole verse,
Oh, that was him.
but they cut the verse. But I feel like, I mean, Wu-Tang Forever and all that shit came out afterwards. But I feel like if that would have came out, I think his trajectory would have been a little bit different, in my opinion. I think that was a catalyst that kind of like,
I mean, if coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Right.
I don't know. About
I got a couple more for you. As a
yeah.
producer,
Yeah.
as a producer only. Timberland, Dr. Dre, Neptunes. Producers only.
I'm probably gonna go the Doctor,
Keeping Dr. Dre.
keeping Dr. Dre. I'm probably developing Pharrell and the Neptunes, and Tim will probably have to get dropped. And the only reason is that because the Doctor's the Doctor. The Doctor. I think Pharrell and them were just a little bit more Universal, they write, they produce, they sing, if you're taking them in their totality, you probably get a lot more production. Whereas Tim has to go and find the artist to put on the records every time, and where Pharrell could just sing it and even perform it. Like me, if I want to, I could write the song, sing the song, rap the song. So that's a different element as a producer that you bring to the table. So that's probably what I did Pharrell.
I'm gonna give him 3 more. I just want because this is my.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure thing.
Because I want to hear his opinion.
Right.
Like, this is how. By the way, this is how I learned from him, guys. I would be
I'm
in the
not
room.
saying I'm
he
right.
knows this. No,
I'm not
but it's
saying
not
I'm
even
right.
that.
I'm not
But
right. I'm
I like
wrong.
the
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah,
The
yeah.
perspective gives me value.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you 3 more. Big, Pac, X, DMX.
Probably I'm signing Pac.
He can give you the biggie.
Or the other option is donate $20 to the kids who just want to do that.
I probably end up developing Big, and I'm sad to say that DMX would probably have to come down some. And Pac, it was just something about Pac and his universal appeal, his universal record making, and his insight that I think he would have gone, which he already is, but it was plain to see he was going to be bigger than his music. So from an artistic standpoint, we talking about level on the Beatles level, on the Bob Marley level of his impact. DMX, probably the reason I'm dropping it is not because of anything concerning talent or music or anything. I just think that his style of music had a cap on it.
Okay.
Meaning not he had a cap. The records he was making, the style.
I can see that.
Whereas Big, I think, hadn't even reached what he was supposed to be. That was probably the hardest one because I'm the biggest DMX fan. I made 3 records with DMX. I made 0 records with Tupac. And the records I made were big. But as a realist, I understand that what Pac's impact was. I understand what Big could have been. And I understand what DMX was right out the gate. Like, that's the most rawest, like, Jesus. So development for, like, how do you develop DMX? Like, it's like, how do you develop that into what?
Yeah,
It was already
raw.
what it was. It was like, it's hard, you know what I mean? So that might have been the hardest one, but respect, if I could, I wouldn't drop none of them.
I got 2 more.
Yeah, damn.
I'm gonna go young, and then I'm gonna go classic. Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick.
Drake. Drake is getting signed. Jesus Christ. I'm making J. Cole and Kendrick a group. Fuck it.
That's the first one. That is a first one.
First time I ever did that.
Christ.
I like
oh
that,
my
though.
God, yo.
What's the name of the
Come on.
group?
Whatever they want to name it. I mean, these dudes is like, I wish I had a chance, to rock with these dudes. I think I would get more out of it than they would.
Last one. Jay, Nas, M.
I'm the biggest Eminem fan there is, yo. I think culturally, though, for this question, I'd have to sign Jay. Probably have to develop Nas and drop Eminem. But
That
in
sound
my
painful
heart-
to you.
Yeah, in my heart, I couldn't even look at the camera for that one. Because them 3 dudes are aliens. It's certain people that was just sent here for a reason. And I left Nas out of a storytelling conversation that I shouldn't have, but I didn't think of it.
Crazy.
But I think Nas is one of the best storytellers of our generation. Eminem, I mean, if you remove his color, I think
Even-
I think the only thing what he did to me, and this is what I was attracted to Eminem for, is because he didn't try to be black. His videos had white people in them. His content was talking about giving his mother pills and putting bitches in the back of the truck and stabbing them and killing them. The audience he was talking to was not us.
And that's why I say that's why I always say he can't be in my top 10 because he created his own world and played by his own rules. And in hip hop, you have to make a girl record. As hard as DMX was, he still made Too Many Games are being played. How's it going down? You have to.
Right.
Method Man, as lyrical as he was, he still had to play you all that I need. I'll be there for you. In our world, to be a global star, you have to have two things in your catalog. In rap, black rap, it's a song for chicks and a song for the club.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily categorize them that way, but because a song for chicks could be a song about anything. Chicks like hits. I don't think they need a song about them for them to like the
Well, I mean,
rapper.
if you think about it, like you said, LL Cool J laid the blueprint. I Need Love is the first love song of all time, love song of all time.
Right.
And now that's a part of, you got artists like Fab who's built a career on making girl records.
Right.
Plies' first 8 records was just girl records, was
Right.
R&B singers singing the hook.
Right.
That's what I mean. So Eminem, then he kind of could do, hi, my name is Slim Shady. And it's like, we got to let him do that because it was almost like he was a foreigner.
Plus, nobody else can do that.
Nobody. That's my point. It's like
Yeah,
that was something that
he
we
was
never
unique.
heard. So when you hear I'm Slim Shady, the real Slim Shady, all the other Slim Shadys, it's like only you can get away with that.
Yeah,
and to
yeah.
me, I feel like that's why I can't put him in the category because Jay-Z had to.
It
Pac
was
had
just
to.
it's just his audience. He wasn't talking to us, so it was hard for his records to resonate with us because it's hard to hear some of the content that didn't apply to our lives.
Yeah.
It was
You know what I'm saying?
unfamiliar to us.
It was unfamiliar to us, but you can't deny his record making skills and the end result of his records. So and if you sat and listened, whether it was for you or not, the shit was incredible.
Yes.
That's my point. So
He can rap. Like you
yes.
can't take that from him.
So those 3 guys, it's hard, but like I said, I probably would keep Jay, develop Nas, and drop Eminem just simply because of the audience.
And Eminem, he slaughtered Lean Back Remix. And I ain't talking about a good slaughter.
He slaughtered the BET freestyle. I don't know how anybody went after him. Remember that BET freestyle, that joint? I was like, yo, this should end at Eminem. It should just end right here. For real. But yeah, that
Well,
was
you
hard.
said slaughtered in a bad way.
Nasty.
To me, because he didn't rap on the rhythm. But the reason why I bring up Lean Back.
Oh,
'cause
I've
that-
been slaughtered in a good
No,
way.
he meant slaughtered good way.
I meant
But
slaughtered. Oh, you
the
meant
reason I
slaughtered
brought
bad
up
way,
Lean Back
okay.
was because Lean Back was the first time Eminem jumped on a record that wasn't like even when he did Renegade with Hove, it was still an Eminem record.
Now,
When he
on
jumped
Renegade, I've heard people think that Eminem killed Jay on Renegade. Do you think that?
Nah, I think
people
they
have
was
said
even.
that. I don't get into those
I think they
arguments,
was
but-
even. I think
okay.
that, like, I
there's
think-
an even. There's an even. I didn't know there was an
Good
even in
question.
hip hop. It's either somebody killed somebody else or somebody. I didn't know there was an even.
Well, if I had to say somebody killed somebody, I'll give M 51 J 49. It was M's record. Like
Okay.
Jay had to find his path on it.
Okay.
Eminem and not only that, people don't know Eminem produced that record. People don't know Eminem was producing records.
See,
And he was not only producing records, he was producing records and he wasn't charging no black artists. I don't think people
I
give him
never
enough.
knew that one.
Oh no, he didn't charge no rappers. If he gave you a beat, it was free.
That's dope.
That's why I love him because he actually is the only white kid to me that actually paid respect to our culture and did it his way. I just can't put him over a Jadakiss because Jadakiss had to play it, go through the gauntlet. That's the only reason I'm saying. I also said Jadakiss is my number 3 rapper out of New York history, behind Big and Jay.
that's deep.
You know,
He ain't touching that with a stick.
I think Kiss is
I'll
ill,
leave that out. I do too, but I don't get it.
but I think he's ill because he doesn't complicate his rap. See, I'm big on like, and we go back there and talk about it all the time when I think about our arguments because D-Dot will tell you guys, I wasn't a do boy and I did not sit around and just say yes. I will argue back with him.
He got an opinion.
I will argue. I'm like, you crazy, Abel MJG. Like, he was like, what, nigga? Like, we will argue. But I stood on what I believe. So this ain't new. Like, this ain't me getting the mic in my face. This is who I was before I had $1 in my pocket.
Absolutely.
I was not afraid to say.
Too short.
I remember, I remember I played him a beat. It was an M. Lee beat. And I remember I went to him with the M. Lee beat. And I was like, yo, D-Dot, this is the best beat I ever heard in my life. And then Bonja and Mark pulled me to the side when we left. They was like, how dare you? You remember that, Noah? How dare you tell D-Dot that's the best beat ever made? Do you know who he is? And I'm like, but I think the nigga like me, though. I like the fact that it was kind of like, I think the nigga liked, because he kind of was like,
I'm
what you
gonna tell
say?
you something Ray said crazy out his mouth too one day. What's the brother? The rapper brother.
Timothy. No.
Timothy?
Timothy.
This nigga Ray said, Timothy is nice as big to me one day. I looked at that nigga, I said, dog, don't go over to their country no more.
Can I be honest with you?
Whatever they smoke, whatever it is in the air when you come back,
you inhale
Timothy
too
is not Biggie. He said that to me one day.
Can I tell you
I
something?
like that favorite.
By the way, that's the kind of confidence you have to have to win with somebody. If you think,
But you should
I
have lowered
still
the
think,
bar on that one. You
hold on,
should've
hear me out.
lowered the
I
bar
still
a little
think,
bit on that
I'm going to
one.
say this. I still think
Uh-oh.
Noah's a better rapper than 99% of niggas in Atlanta
Oh
history.
yeah, I still think that
No
too.
nigga got a better line to me than when you said fucking she said my attitude is stank because I'm the shit. P, you, bitch, please. Spray the Febreze. Like, it was like, that nigga was like, he was a rapper, but he was from Atlanta, so he didn't get it. So I was always the guy on the outside fighting for the niggas on the outside.
Yeah.
But he right, though. I did say that about Timo.
Said
And
that Timo one
I
day.
couldn't,
Shout out to Timo.
I
No,
couldn't
just-
believe that. I don't think you can't. I always felt like D-Dot should be as big as Puff. I always said that. He was like, yeah, but Puff did what? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I sat in the room with you, nigga. I seen you work. You made me great. You helped me get great. You changed my life.
That was
my
a
life
small
supposed to be
part of
changed.
Puff's greatness. The reason why I know and I can say out loud that I haven't achieved those goals, it wasn't because of my musical goals, because I didn't make the sacrifices in life that those dudes had to make. It's really simple. You have to make sacrifices and the hard choices to achieve certain levels. You have to make people unhappy. You have to make people uncomfortable. You have to be the bad guy 99.9% of the time. You got to make the hard decisions for yourself and other people. Some people don't even know how to make decisions for themselves to better themselves or better their conditions. So the Puffies, the Jays, the Rays, and the Jermaines and the Babies, and what we don't see behind the scenes is the decisions and the sacrifices that people have to make. I made a conscious choice to say, fuck that. I told this on another interview. I saw Busta Rhymes, because I'm going to use it because it was heartfelt for me, cry because he chose to do a show or something over his son's high school graduation.
Oh, wow.
So, again, I applaud that in a certain way. You know, I don't know if he regrets it or not, but I applaud that because, again, when you choose to do something and you put it all on the line, that's exactly what it means. You put it all on the line, and some things are going to fall through the cracks. I said, I ain't missing this Daisies or the Girl Scouts.
Right.
That's just me.
I remember that about you. By the way, he ain't lying. I remember while we would be in the studio with D-Dot, when his daughters called, and they were little girls, he would stop. Talk to his daughter, wife, everybody. He didn't give a fuck. It was like, and I remember I still call my niece Alexis Lex Diamond because you called
Lex
your daughter
Diamond.
Lex Diamond.
Lex Diamond
Like
is my
I still
daughter.
call me. That's my nickname to my niece because
Right.
of you. He's like Lex Diamond. I remember they would rap to you or like
Yeah.
say little cute shit.
She's on Mad Rapper first album.
I'm trying to figure out if I will be able to forgive my father if he
You can
missed
forgive
my
him
high
when you
school
get older because
graduation.
you're going to understand
But that's
the
where that resentment
sacrifices.
is coming
story.
from. See,
You know
but
what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
get that until later.
Again, but you have to know that I didn't rate. My daughter was in Atlanta. The one he's talking about, she was living here. That was the only one that didn't live with me.
Okay.
I'm flying down here, coming to see her, and I used to tell her mother and her certain things she just won't understand now. So when she moved up to New York and she's 19, 20, our conversations changed because now she want to know where you was at. What was you doing? Why was you there every day? So she needs explanations. And at 19 and 20, it don't sound the same at 28, 29.
Exactly.
You're right,
Very
because you get as you get older. I always say you can't appreciate your parents until you get old enough to understand the sacrifices that they made.
Right.
So it's like it's hard to judge a mom if you ain't a mama.
Right.
Like you
so
want a
all
mama.
them dudes that look like they on some treacherous snakes and all that shit y'all be labeling people. If you really knew the sacrifices that people had to make and the conscious choice they had to make. And I just decided, I'm married 25 years. That's something I decided to do. In 1998, I got married. I'm hotter than fish grease.
Wow. During peak.
And I said that I don't want that life for me, which means I probably won't make that extra comma in my shit, which is fine. I'm cool with that. But some people ain't.
Yeah.
And they say, I ain't getting married. I ain't having no kids. I'm going to just have baby mothers. Or I can't do that because I need that check. I need that check. I need that paper. I need that paper. I just didn't chase it like that. And not wrong or right. It just wasn't. I like money, but it ain't gonna make me lose sleep. I used to lose hair in a section here. Or when I did have hair, stressed out, a piece of hair would come out.
or a piece of my beard. I be walking around, this whole shit is blank because I'm stressed the fuck out over some shit. I was like, this ain't right. This can't be life. I'm just watching just hair just fall off my face like this, like on my shirt because I'm stressed the fuck out. I was like, oh no. Mm-mm. And this ain't my daughters. This ain't got nothing to do with marriage. This ain't got nothing to do with some real life shit, cancer. There's nothing. This has to do with somebody in the music business. You can't be serious. No, not for me. No, thank you.
You said you got a funny Nas story.
Funny Nas?
Did you say had a funny Nas story we stopped?
No, he was saying that he forgot to mention Nas in the storytelling.
In the storytelling, as far as being a good storyteller,
storyteller.
I was saying.
Oh,
people ask me who they five storytellers out there. I like Slick Rick, Cube. There's plenty more, but I had mentioned Big and Rob because we were talking about Black Rob being a good storyteller, and I said DMX because again he's one of them artists where his raps weren't necessarily stories, but they were so visual. It was like, how could you not see it? You know what I mean? So, and I just said I forgot to leave Nas off that list.
Can you give us one big line that was for somebody that we might not know?
That was for somebody?
Like
Oh, I know. What you
Like a shot. at
like a
someone,
shot,
or-
like just a shot. You always told me,
Subliminal.
but you always told me about one story, and when you was like it was like he has a line like, "Why you sitting with them two dicks or something?" He was like,
son, I'm surprised you run with them. I think they got cum in them because they nothing but dicks. Trying to blow up like nitro and dynamite sticks. Man, I smoke hydro, rock diamonds that's sick. Get paid off my flows. He was talking to specific people. How about this line? Niggas talking it but ain't living it.
Yeah.
Cristal pop, he was talking directly to LOX.
"What?
On the record with them.
You're not gonna diss me on
Hold
I think
on."
I had heard that one before.
the disrespect.
Because then I saw.
That's on UFC, right?
That's on
Yeah.
UFC. They coming in because when they came through, they was like, we got the Benzes and we doing this and they was balling, but they really wasn't.
Yeah.
And Big came in and said, "Okay, fellas, I got you." Niggas talking it, but they ain't living it. Cristal pop from sipping it, and the niggas was like, "Ooh, he talking I told the same thing with the Tracy Lee record. Tracy Lee, we had to play Big. We had to play Trey for Big. Big heard Trey. I was like, oh, that kid is a monster. But I'm going to have to spank him. I said, who the fuck starts a verse off of a record with, fuck that. I preach it. My 9 reaches the prestigious. Right? From the thing. Who starts off a verse with fuck that? Meaning, there's no holds barred here, youngin'. I'm about to rip everybody's heads off.
What was you and Big relationship kind of cemented from the jump because y'all both from Brooklyn, even though y'all both was in business with Puff, a Harlem guy, like or Mount Vernon, like.
There was nothing automatic with fucking with Big.
Yeah, because
being
I'm only
from
asking
Brooklyn
because
meant
I've been
nothing.
watching interviews now, and I seen somebody say Big didn't want to do the record with Craig Mack because he really fucked with Craig. He
He
didn't
didn't.
like Mace Murder because he was like, how
No,
this nigga
he
go from
liked-
murder?
he
He's like, how you go
liked
from
Mace.
Murder Mace to Mace now? Like this nigga dropped Murder? Like they say he would like.
That's not a dislike. It's a observation.
Got you.
Meaning, again, people come in wearing one uniform, but really the uniform underneath is who they really are.
Got it.
And some people can see that, some people can't. So, in the music business, sometimes your family can check you. There was no way I was working with anybody named Murder Mace when he walked in. I want my daughter to fuck with him. Look at this nigga. He got dimples. He got the waves
Waves.
going on. He dressing fly. His nails is done. And he's talking that thing. I don't want to call you Murder. Tracy Lee's name was L Rock. L Rock? We on campus, bitches is like, hi, Trey. Hi, Trey. I'm like, you Tracy Lee, nigga. What we gonna
Nah, but
make
I
up?
love
What we
B-Dot,
gonna make
man.
up? What we gonna make up with L Rock Tracy Lee?
Yeah.
L Rock Tracy Lee. Trey, hi Trey.
Yeah.
I'd rather that. So I think evolution. I think just evolution. But did I lose the subject?
No, you good.
Okay,
I just
cool.
want you to talk because I
Yeah,
used to hear this shit all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I used to love hearing the stories because that was the shit because sometimes the inside just lets you see what it's really like. And it lets you see that it's all business.
It's all business.
And a lot of times we be thinking it's not. We be wanting to do what we want, but it's business at the end of the day.
When I met Big, I walked up on him. Big is hip hop. Big studied and all that. When I got introduced to him, I put my hand out and he did the No, you did. He did that to me. Big
No.
did that to me because the nigga, he's like, nigga, I know who you are. I watch you on Video Music Box because I was a rapper. I'm
Yeah.
on TV, and so now I'm like, okay, cool. So now
That's dope.
I smoke weed, and I'm not smoking with everybody else. I got my own weed.
Yeah.
He sees that. I know a couple of OGs from around the way. I'm pretty known in Brooklyn from different things. So
Diversity.
and people I know, I'm not a gangster, far from it, but I know gangsters and I run with them, and everybody loves Lil D. So those things resonate. So when you walk up on somebody, you come carrying a little business card. So in that point, and then I met his peoples, and they all real. And Gutter's my age, even though Big and all of them was younger. Gutter was my age.
Yeah.
So me and Gutter, when he finally came home, me and Gutter hit it off. So it just developed into a relationship, and then conversations. When you hear, you can say, "I fuck with this nigga." I'm educated. I'm street, and I come in peace. I want to see you win, big man, and I'm gonna do everything I can to help you win, because you gonna help me. So that was our relationship, and that was my relationship with everybody. I was happy to be there because I wasn't qualified for none of those jobs.
But what also made you try crazy shit? Like, I remember you tell the story about the girls that was on Mace record. It was like, this is not Mace. And he was like, no, those was real girls we just met on the street. It was like, yo, come to the studio.
Yes.
Then you tell a story about how you met Carl Thomas. You was like, oh, this nigga ill. Come to the studio.
Yes,
Like,
or
what made
the
you
Mad
do that?
Rapper
Yeah.
interludes is the front desk girl. Her real name was Shay. And the
Yeah,
guys
she worked at Job. She was like A&R admin person at Job.
Yeah, she
Remember
was right. Shay.
Yep, Shay.
Right, Shay. She ended up going to Job.
From New Rochelle.
And the studio manager, his name was Trevin Jones. He's really Puffy's cousin, and he really talked like this. How are you? How are you guys? And I was like, one day I'm gonna get you on an interlude. When the opportunity came, I grabbed Shay because she talked. How y'all doing today? That's Shay. And then he got the proper shit. I was like, oh, this is perfect.
So that was
it.
him. That was like, we're sitting here.
Yes, that's Trevin Jones. His real name is Trevin Jones. He's still on the radio. Shout out to Trevin. Shout out to Shay. He really was the studio manager. Everything we did, we used what was around us. There was we didn't hire no voiceover people and all this other shit. That's Stevie J on I'm going back to Cali. But the original auto tune before all this computer shit, you had to put a thing in your mouth with a bubble machine or water and do that. And Stevie J is on somebody else's record going back on Easy Mo B's record. That's Stevie J on there. So we just did all out whatever we needed to do. You said I was on the interludes. Whoever was there, can we use you?
Like people don't know Stevie J. You know that on Hard Knock Life album where niggas say, "Man, I'm rolling with Rockefeller, man."
'cause
'Cause
they
these
got
niggas
money.
got money. That's Stevie J.
That's Stevie J.
Yeah,
Stevie
he did
J.
that beat too, I think.
I know he
he did
did,
the
but
beat, yeah.
niggas was like
And
that.
that's the
Niggas was like,
song
I can't
Jay-Z going
believe
to
believe Puff Man. To me, that was the first
Yeah,
chick in
that's
armor. It was
kinda-
like Puff Man because he was like saying it clear. I'm rolling with Rock. These niggas got money, man. It was like, yo.
When you did the song with Fifth, the How to
Rob.
Rob, was y'all in the studio together for that?
Nope. I didn't even meet him. I didn't meet him till weeks later. His A&R brought it to me because I was a hook writer. My catalog. They came to me to
Catalog.
write a hook, not do a beat. I wrote the hook. That night, Rich Nice brought it to me. Hadn't met 50, but I heard the record. Was like, God damn, this shit is fire. It was funny. He was going at my peoples. He was going at everybody. So I was like, well, fuck it.
Did nobody feel no way about you getting on it?
Of course they did.
Oh wow.
Jay-Z, everybody asked me, but
Like they asked you, like, why'd you do that?
no, they asked me why I do it. They just was mad at 50, and I was, okay, be mad, but did you like the record?
Yeah.
Did you like the record? Because that's the business we're in. We're in the record-making business, not the personal feelings business, not the did this touch the culture enough. Who the fuck made these rules up? Do you like the record? Get mad, respond. Jay-Z got mad, called me live on the air, Angie Martinez, said, yo, Dot, that was hot. You know I got to spank your man. A few weeks later, I'm about $1. Who the fuck 50 Cent? That's how you respond. Just come back and let's handle it the music business way. Not all this personal feeling shit, tweeting and disrespecting niggas. Don't mention my name. Why not? All y'all niggas do is mention everybody else's name.
I agree.
So now when your name is mentioned, you get moist.
Yeah, but not only that, the more they mention your name, the more hotter you are.
But these
'Cause-
niggas get moist.
Sherman.
Why they get so moist with their panty liners? You mention other niggas' names, you got to get you. This is the game we play. Tag, nigga.
You're right.
That's it.
So we got this last segment we do called credit check. The
Credit
last one,
check.
Credit check.
Yeah.
So if I was doing a credit check, I would give credit to you.
All right.
So credit is because everybody always say give them their flowers. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
giving the niggas flowers.
Yeah.
Give a nigga his credit. He can
Yeah.
leverage that.
Yes.
He could take that and say, you see what I could do. Look what I'm doing.
Yes.
So to me, I just want to give you opportunities. There like 2 or 3 unsung heroes in the D Dot story that you like, man, I just want to shout them out because boom.
Yes, Ron Lawrence, who taught me how to make beats and asked me to be a rapper when I was ready not to do it. So Ron Lawrence. Obviously Sean Combs, because he put me in 3 or 4 positions that I wasn't qualified for, that he saw me in those positions and put me there. Didn't really, he asked, but it was more like, you gonna do this, nigga. So Sean Combs. And then I would say, I mean, there's plenty of people in between that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, does parents count in this? 'Cause
Yeah, you can say whoever you want.
I feel like my mom shouldn't count because my mom's is like, she's my shiro. You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
through life, you know, that's just my shiro. But right now, I would say, you know, my wife. My wife, you know, smelt the farts, the bad breath, the $5 in the bank account. We driving one car. We sleeping in a twin bed, not even a full. You know what I'm saying? Scraping up coins to put in the gas tank. I'm breaking the glass where I had $17 worth of quarters in it just to put $8 of gas in it. And now we have farmland and you know, we don't live like Ray. I saw his shit from the Google Maps or something. I was like, who the fuck lives there? The Sheik of Dunwoody or something?
Well, it's only because Atlanta.
But yeah, so yeah, so I would say, yeah, those are the unsung heroes. And there's plenty in between. I can name a bunch of people. You know what I mean? But those
So Tamara usually asks the last question.
okay.
Go ahead, T.
I got one more real quick though.
Go ahead.
Who is the East Coast version of Dr. Dre? Because I know you said Dr. Dre got the West Coast on lock, but who would be the East Coast kind of?
I don't think there is one.
We don't have one, right? I was trying to think about that.
I don't think we have one.
Closest is probably Puff.
I still wouldn't.
You know, I don't think we should even do that. I think if we asking who's the West Coast Puff, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
Like,
see
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like I don't think I can't answer that. I think the amount of incredible talent, and I always say this with all due respect to everybody who does this, we can't categorize greatness amongst greatness because we're always going to be shooting for the next level of who's who. I think we should just accept people for their greatness and leave them in that space and run things alongside of it, not in place of or instead of, you know what I'm saying, or as an alternative to. Just let them have their space because there's plenty of space for more greatness.
I like
everywhere.
that. All right, so this is the God Show, and that stands for Goats and Underdogs. So do you consider yourself a goat or underdog in this space?
Always underdog.
I did not expect you to say that.
Well, I'm gonna say you're a goat. I'm gonna say
Again,
because
She asked me how I consider myself.
yeah, for sure.
I haven't even done my best work yet.
Ooh. I'm gonna say you're a goat, brother, because
Thank you.
I wouldn't be here without you. And I ain't never tell you, and I always tell people, I'm like, I hate when people say shit quietly. Nah, nigga, say that shit out loud. You changed my life. I do not be here without him.
Thank you.
And I've been wanting to say that for the longest because
You have said it. You've
no,
said it
but
to
I've said
me.
it, but I'm saying
I mean, you're not
I-
saying it for
I
the
never-
first time.
I never,
you know what I mean?
I always say,
appreciate that.
but sometimes a nigga will whisper something to you and
Yeah.
then say something out loud, something different out loud.
Yes.
Nah, I can't do that. Like,
Thank you.
if I didn't meet you, I don't know where I end up. If me and Noah don't meet you, I don't know where I end up. And you was my first mentor, and you taught me this shit. Well, you wasn't, because Timmy Allen was there, but you was the first person to put me in. Like, you're in now. Not like I'm going to teach you how to be in, but like, no, go over there.
Like,
do
I
this.
like you, homie.
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
yo, it's this kid named Chandre. He did
Yeah.
all the Ludacris records. You and Noah go over there and fuck with him. I just left Big John. Big John just signed Dre. He said he run a by the way, that's how Noah got out of his situation. That's how we got it. Big John goes and leaves EMI to go to Virgin.
Right.
And he just signed, his last signing was Bangladesh, and he felt bad. So he was like, well, since I'm over at Virgin, let me sign something. Let me help you make some money. And then Noah did a record with Chandre,
Chandre.
with Bangladesh. Noah did a record, and then we took that, and that's what made everybody else jump on it. And then T.I. jumps on the record.
T.I.
And then on that record, he says, everybody think he's dissing Lil Flip.
Yeah.
But the record came out way before. We did the record 2 years prior. But it dropped when he was beefing with Flip. And everybody's like, this is a T.I. Flip record. Nigga, we was signing with Atlantic. I remember we was in the room with Craig Kalman, and he was like, I'm signing this nigga. And he called Tip. And Tip was like, I don't even know who Noah is. Remember that shit? And then we was like, 'Cause he did the record because he did the record for Dot. So he was like, I never did that record. And it was on a different beat. That's another thing we didn't factor
yeah,
in.
yeah, he didn't remember the
D-Dot
beat.
changed the beat.
I
So
changed the beat.
he did another beat. So he was kind of like, I never did that song,
Yeah.
but that was like that was the straw that kind of tipped everything. That was the tipping point where now labels are talking to us. And then I had the records ready. But man, it was Dot, man. He taught me this shit. Like, I'm so confident in what I'm doing because you got to remember, like, I feel bad, but nigga came here from Stone Mountain to see me. Like, damn, you drove from Stone Mountain to play me a song? I was driving from Atlanta to New York
Crazy.
to play a song.
Damn.
Insane.
And the nigga would be like, nah, that ain't it.
Tomatoes.
Go back home and fix it. What? I wrote about this in my book. I can't wait for him to read it, though.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
I'm going to just say you a GOAT because I don't be here without you.
Thank you.
Which means I don't think none of us are here without him because D-Dot gave me that shit that I needed. And I couldn't wait to tell you that because you too fucking humble for me. And I hate it because
Blame Noemi
I've
Angeletti
been around a
Wallace.
lot of niggas and they don't know as much as you. They can't add to the room. And I feel like right now the game needs you bad. So I feel like
Appreciate
you
that.
got to put that cape back on and come back, bro. You have to. And I feel like if there's any rappers that's watching, I know he probably don't want this, but hit Dot.
Don't hit that.
Hit Dot. Hit Dot. Tell him to check your shit out because there's no better professor at rap. And and to me, I would just love to see you at 55 years old mentor and mold a 21-year-old gifted artist.
I would too.
Me too. And I feel like we don't put it in the world, we ain't gonna get it. So to me,
Well, you know, unfortunately, 21-year-olds this old thing is a curse to these young niggas.
Yeah.
Getting old, which they don't realize they want to get old.
That's
you
the
want
blessing.
you want this gray, homie. You want this shit, homie.
Yeah.
Trust me. You don't want to be in a fucking grave at 28.
hell no.
So all these young niggas, you old niggas. Okay.
You basically saying you blessed niggas.
Right.
Yes.
You blessed niggas.
Yes.
You blessed
Yes,
niggas.
we
because
blessed.
we blessed. It's like it's a blessing to be like the fact that
I'm older than hip hop. How about that?
That's
Good
deep.
one.
All right. And I hope to see another 50 if I could. On God.
God willing. Amen.
But I'm older than hip hop. I saw it birthed. Come out the womb. Watched it grow.
contributed to it.
Contributed to it. Babysitted it. If that's a word. Babysitted it. Babysat.
Oh,
Babysat it.
He was at the peak.
Yes.
The peak of hip hop is 94 to 99.
I don't
That's
know
the
what the
peak.
peak is,
No, I'm
but
saying that
wherever
was the
I was
peak.
at, I was happy to be here, and I'm still happy to be here and be blessed. I think these niggas take for granted that the game don't owe them shit, and it didn't owe me nothing. So that's why I'm humble, because at any point in time, remember, I was taking orders for books after being on TV. I was parking cars after being on TV. That shit can be snatched from you like this. So don't take it for granted. You know, stay low and keep firing.
And on that note, guys, by the way, if you're watching this, please join the community. We got people in there. We doing some amazing things. We created a new ecosystem.
God Squad.
God Squad. So come be a part of God Squad. Link is in my bio on Instagram, everywhere I am. And I just want to thank you, Dot, because I
Thank
don't
you.
think I've ever woke up more happier to do an interview than I was today.
Thank you.
And I wasn't even feeling good today. And I
And
was
as
like,
black
man, I'm
men,
not
and as
missing that.
black men and Spanish men, I love you.
Love you too. And by the way, our artist Noah's here, man. You want to just Noah's in this
Noah,
mother. Come here, man. Come here, sit down, man.
Noah.
Just come sit down.
Come here, Noah.
This is
You
this
the,
is
you,
my
you the glue.
This is
you
my
the
first-
glue. You the glue.
this is
Why
my
we
first
got
artist,
here, baby? Noah Stevens, baby. Yeah,
love
this is
this.
how it happened. Super talented, my brother, man. Happy to see you, brother.
love you, man. Happy to see you. I hit. By the way, I ain't seen Noah in a year, and I hit him. I said, "Dot coming." He said, "I'm coming."
That's dope.
No.
that.
One more last story. One more funny story.
Okay.
So Noah, what people don't know about Noah is that Noah got signed when he was 14. He was on a TV show on MTV, and he got signed when he was 14. So he never had a childhood. He was always a kid artist.
Working. Yeah.
D-Dot sets up. D-Dot just. Yo, I want y'all to understand. We can do a whole episode of just stories of me and D-Dot. So D-Dot hits me like, yo, bro, yo. And when D-Dot hit me, D-Dot's not explaining to me. He's not. You gotta understand something. D-Dot's calling me. He's saying something in 60 seconds, but that 60 seconds, I better remember every fucking thing. D-Dot's like, yo, I played Noah for L.A. Reid. He loves it. He flying y'all up next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday. Make sure you're already. Cool. I called Noah. Noah, his first job. He got his first job. He was making $10 an hour. You remember that shit? And Noah, and mind you, he living with me, so I'm paying everything. I know he don't need the money, but he finally making money. He's at this point where he don't believe in music no more. I've been signed. That was 14 years old. This shit is fuck that. And I remember I called him. I said, nigga, I got you a doc. Got a meal. Me, you, L.A. Reid. We fly to New York next week. And he was like, hold on, what? But you know I just started working, right? I was like,
fuck that.
Nigga, I'm like, what? The fuck you talking about? Nigga, I'm working now, Ray. I can't go. The nigga says to me, see if LA could do it on a Saturday. Nigga, you remember this shit? That nigga says to me, yo, see if LA can do it on a Saturday, nigga.
Move some shit around.
But nigga, hey, nigga. And I said, LA, what the fuck, Noah? This LA Reid, nigga. He said, can the nigga give me $10 an hour for the day I missed? And I was like, no,
Buddy,
no,
yo,
it's
listen.
funny as fuck now.
Yeah.
But imagine this is all I had. And I need him in New York. And the nigga said, man, can LA pay me $10 an hour? I know he can't. I know he can't, right? Exactly. I'm not going. And he got fired the next day. That's the only reason why we went.
Wow.
He got fired. And I was like, you want? He was like, I'll go now.
With,
Now I'll
Clive
go
Davis?
now.
You remember Clive Davis? You remember Clive Davis? And what about Jive? You remember that meeting too? We had to meet with Chris Lighty and all them sitting in the room, Mark Pitts.
Chris Lighty, Memphis, Mark Pitts.
Memphis.
Mark
Memphis.
Memphis came to the studio that night and
Yes.
gave you another hit.
He gave you another hit. Memphis gave you that. That was dope. Yes.
So this was our glue.
Aww.
And he did that boy Chevy
Right,
on the
yeah,
ATL soundtrack.
Oh.
That's Noah.
Yes, that's Noah.
That's
so
Noah.
We always. This is our first artist,
University
and I would
Dot.
call D-Dot because me and Noah were like close, and that was like my little bro. And I would call D-Dot every time we had problems, and I'm thinking D-Dot gonna do something. And D-Dot just laughing. What? He did what?
I don't have no brothers.
He said, I never get you told me. You said, Ray, wait till we get him on 106 and Park and he does those things. He's gonna change the world. I was like, you gotta get him on 106 and Park. Yeah,
Word,
man. But
word,
man, I love you, man. Thanks for showing,
I love
man.
you for showing up,
Thank you,
Noah.
man.
Yo, for real, man.
This is the
For
first
real.
time us three have probably been in the same room since 2006.
Wow, y'all seeing
That's
history.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he had to come. So this the God Show. We are out. Shout out
Love
to
you,
Noah. We
baby.
out.
Shout out.
Appreciate y'all.
Love
Let's
y'all.
get it.
Shout
Peace.
out.
Thanks, D-Dot.